Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it. My name's Jay Milne. Hashtag Blue. Our sports update deliverer. The Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid? You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup.
What is happening? Welcome to the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne and guest co-host Ben Thompson. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live on location from the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic. You guys know what Damon Bunting means to us. He's one of us. He's a fellow Nasty. He is a great partner of Edmonton Sports Talk, so we like to support him as well. We are, for the second year in a row, live on location from his backyard. We are on his basketball court. And if you think for 1 second I'm not going to have and present some sort of a three-point shooting challenge to young Ben Thompson, you're out of your mind. This is too good of an opportunity. We've got the basketball hoop right here. You know, Ben, when we're doing that, we might have to...
Yeah, we're going to tilt the camera up.
We might have to... I know Matthew Iwanik's probably freaking out.
Losing
right now.
it.
Just, don't touch it, Mike! Don't touch the camera! Don't touch it!
Well, hold on, I can see it. Yeah, it's good. Right
That's
there.
all right?
Well, from there is good, yeah.
From there is good? Okay.
Really not.
Okay, so here's the information you need to know. Damon Bunting, the Charity Classic, is in support of the Robin Hood Association here in Sherwood Park. Over the past 8 years, the Damon Bunting Charity Classic has raised more than $186,000.
Oh.
$186,000, ladies and gentlemen, in support of the Robin Hood Association. So, of course, we're going to have somebody on here from the Robin Hood Association. We're going to have Alice Koss. She is the director of partnerships and relationships. She's the glue.
The glue.
She's the glue gal.
You're the glue. Yeah, you're the glue guy. And
That's
she's
right.
The glue gal.
She's the glue gal of the Robin Hood Association. I'm the glue guy of
Look at this. We're going to get a lot of glue on this show.
We're making inroads. If you are interested, they've got a silent auction that is going on that is tremendous. Okay? So dbcc-rha.square.site. dbcc-rha.square.site. Or if you're watching us on YouTube, scroll down to the show description and the link's right there.
Beautiful.
Okay, we've got a what is this dog?
A French bulldog. I have two of those at home.
You do?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So we've got a French bulldog on site. He is quite loud. He's hey you.
Fring? Something like FR.
Pharrell?
Yeah, maybe
something like that. Anyways, we might get a word from him at some point on the show.
Yeah.
But here's what's happening. We've got a loaded show. I mean, we brought the heat. I mean, if we're going to be on Damon Bunting's basketball court, we're going to bring the heat. So here's what's going on. This is the Bear headlines for 100.3 The Bear. Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeartRadio today. We're on location. It's 30 degrees out. We're in the sun. We're having fun at the Damon Bunting Charity Classic. So we're going to keep you in tune on what's going on, the sights and sounds. The Oilers injuries. What now? Okay, that's the question now. There was some more reports that have come out. We're going to dive into all that on the seriousness of Matt Savoy's injury.
Right.
That's the one I think that's caught the attention of most of the Oilers fans.
Yes, of most people. Yeah, I'd say I think it's past oil country as well. I think like Matt Savoy for a lot of people was a breakout candidate this year.
Sure.
And it sounds like he's going to be missing at least the first month of the regular season. So
okay,
that's big.
I mean, it's tough. It's a tough situation for the Oilers, but we're going to just talk about the injury and a little bit of. I mean, I'm just going to say it. Okay. you've had injury reports that have come across, and we've heard 4 to 6 weeks. And what does that turn into, Ben? 8 to 12 weeks, pretty quick.
Usually 8 to 12, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So what if that happens here? Who's up next? Do the Oilers have the piece? Do the Oilers have the opportunity for someone to rise up from within this organization, or do they have to go outside and try and see what free agents are left that could possibly fill that void? We're going to continue our NFL kickoff series as we go around the NFL, checking in with a recurring guest. Well, no, this is the second time. Former Chicago Bear, Tom Thayer. He's now the color voice of the radio broadcast on ESPN 1000. He is going to be joining us at 4 o'clock, checking on the Bears. Green Bay, Benny. Green Bay, this is your dad's team.
This is my dad's team.
So,
and maybe my team.
Well, we're going to find out.
And maybe.
Benny's going to continue to ask both of our guests today to sell Ben on fandom for their teams. So we're going to check in with Green Bay with Ryan Wood, and he is of USA Today and the Green Bay Nation. So we'll check in on the running back situation, a little bit of a dicey one there. He's coming up at 5 o'clock. You're not going to want to miss that. And of course, maybe guest of the year nominee. It should be. I wouldn't say he's quite recurring, but Glen Suitor. Okay, everybody's favorite color man, Dustin Nielsen's best friend, will be joining us here on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. He's going to come up at 4:40. All right, so that's what's happening over the next 3 hours. We appreciate you. We appreciate your viewership, your listenership. If you're listening to us on iHeartRadio or the TuneIn app or the Source at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, thank you very much. Feel free to chime in. 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox text line. And if you're watching on YouTube, hammer that thumbs up. Participate in the nasty chat. You do not have to be nasty. I am going blind this show. So what I mean by that is I normally have the YouTube up on my computer.
Right.
And it might be.
Right.
It might be. However, my computer laptop screen and my sunglasses,
they don't match.
Do not speak. I can see your screen just fine.
Yeah, mine's bright.
All right, I can see everything on there.
I can show you text.
Right, so Benny's going to be monitoring. I'm essentially in a blackout situation here. I'm numb to the world and what's going on around me.
When do we lose the sunglasses? What do you think?
Well, we are behind a bit of sun. Do you want to do it together?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. All right, we're back. And I can see again.
All right, the men in black are on a bathroom break. Okay, that's what we'll call it.
So we're gonna have fun here. A reminder: if you are interested in checking out what's going on with Damon Bunting and his charity classic, you can visit the landing page. It's in the show description, but it's dbcc-rha.square.site, and there's lots of really good stuff there. So we're looking forward to spending the afternoon with you. Ben, do you just want to... no, that's great. I've lost my...
Oh, no. Do you need my phone?
Well, Ben, I might just be...
Okay, come join me, buddy. Join me.
I might just be rocking this one solo. We'll see. So we discussed potentially taking advantage of this fair basketball hoop that's behind us. Do you want to do this now? Well, let's just put this out to the nasties.
Okay.
How do we compete? Is it okay? We have to see who makes.
They're asking for dunk.
Oh, we're back.
Are we back? Are we back?
Are we back?
Yeah.
Are we back?
Are we back?
Getting a lot of muster.
Are we back?
Are you back?
It looks like we're back. Mustard. Nice. Let's go, guys. Can we get a thumbs up? Looks like Benny GG.
Oh, it looks like we're back. We're back.
Okay.
I think we're gonna do something on the commercial break, and we're just gonna have to get to that.
Yeah.
we're on location.
Okay.
Okay, things are gonna happen.
Okay.
All right, fellas. Just everybody take a deep breath.
Bear with us.
We're okay. So what's the best way for Ben and I to compete? Obviously, it's going to be 3-pointers because any other shots, loser speak. So what is
that wouldn't
it?
be very NBA today of us.
No, I mean that's all they do in the NBA is shoot 3-pointers. That's why the ratings are through the roof, right?
Right.
Okay. Lowest shooting percentage in years. Anyways, what should we do? Should we say first? How many shots does it take for you to hit a 3-pointer?
Oh boy.
Or how many 3-pointers you can hit in 5 shots?
Let's do 5.
Okay.
Let's do 5.
All right. You have running shoes on. I have flip-flops or slides, as the kids call them. CDJ says best of 5.
Best of 5, and do we sprinkle it throughout the show? We do 5 games throughout the show.
Ben, I don't know if you know, but nobody from EST here that can tell us exactly what to do.
That's true.
So essentially, we can do whatever the hell we want.
Okay.
We could have 2 or 3 of these. We could have 1 an hour, best of 5.
Yeah.
But it's got to be like somewhat.
We'll sprinkle it throughout the show. So let's say we'll have a game right now. I'll shoot 5. You go shoot 5. Whoever wins that one, that's the winner of game 1.
Okay.
And then we have 5 of those games. Hopefully, if it goes game 5.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go. All right. Ben Thompson is going to compete in the first of 5. I will, for those listening on the audio stream, I will walk you through exactly what's happening. Doing some dribbling. He looks good. I watched him shooting before. He looks okay. So first shot up, totally missed the rim. Hit the backboard. So he is officially 0 for 1. Second shot, toe on the line. That is 2 missed rims in a row, ladies and gentlemen. This is not going Ben's way as of right now. Keep it going, Ben. You'll get the next one. Ben Thompson with his third shot. Oh, this looks good. Oh, air ball. That was a bona fide air ball. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I've seen a ball rotate less than I do with Ben's 3-point shooting shot. Here's shot number 4. He's got a better arc. Okay. Ben, let's just try and hit the rim on this one. This is 0 for 4, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a 5th shot. Looks good. Okay. 0 for 5. Well, I didn't think my work was going to be this easy today. Okay.
Hit 1.
Hit 1?
Hit 1. That's all you need to do is hit 1.
Oh, God. Okay, all right.
Okay, all right, here you go. Okay, all right. You're going to mute yourself. Okay, Okay, guys, I got a warm-up in, and I hate to tell you guys, I didn't make a single warm-up shot either, so this is not a good start, but it's okay. Jay's going barefoot for this. Top of the key, and he misses. Left side of the rim, so he's already doing better than me to start. Yeah, I know, Dad. Knuckleballs. I know. I get it. Second shot for Jay. Front of the rim. This might be 0 for 10. Let's see. Third shot for Jay. Left side of the rim. Are we got to do extra? Jay is saying if we go 0 for 10, we're done. So we'll see. Fourth shot for Jay. And it's left side of the rim. Jay hits a shot here. He wins game 1. If he misses, then okay. We'll say it's double rimmed. Here we go. The shot for Jay. Shoots it. Cash. Dang it. And we have a little bit of a live audience too. So Jay takes game 1, shooting 1 for 5.
Oh, that was so bad. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna need some practice shots during the break.
Feel free, brother. So round 1 goes to me in a terrible display.
That was bad.
That was awful. I endeavor to be better.
I'm not a shooting guy too. I'm a guy throwing the paint. I think I don't know. Are you a shooter? Was that an accurate representation?
That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah.
I should be 2 for 5 minimum.
Okay.
I mean, I should be 40%. Right?
2 for 40% is good though. From
it's really good.
That's really good.
That's what I should do. We'll do another one. I mean, we have to.
Okay, well, you're up 1-0 in the best.
I'm
of
up
5.
1-0.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That was fun. I haven't shot from an actual 3-point line. Like, these are real rims.
They are, man. They kick, and the ball is a little deflated. So
it is a little loose.
It is.
I will say that.
So
You're right.
If you want more excuses, there's some for you.
Yeah, please. I'm sure that's what everybody wants. All right. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout at 780-454-4536. We saw Bruce here.
Yes.
He is participating in the Damon Bunting Charity Classic, as is our very own Joaquin Gage.
Yep.
So we hope to see one of them or maybe both of them. We're going to try snag people later in the show. They'll be coming off the courts right about the time we're done. Okay. So we'll see what we can do. The off-topic topic today for William Huff: if the EST crew were to compete in backyard games, okay, like cornhole, ladder toss, Beersby,
this is crazy,
bocce,
and we'll dive deep into this a little bit later.
Okay, I'm excited.
I'm not gonna lie. So we have blind rankings in the next segment.
Oh,
I did not look at the off-topic topic before making my blind rankings.
Oh,
so this is crazy. So we're already on the same page.
Okay, well, me and you, we've been like it all week, baby.
All week.
It's all good.
Week.
Who would do good at what, and who would be terrible? Like, I mean, if there was a 3-point shooting contest, I think we already know the answer. Like Benny.
I'm not a shooter, man. I'm not a shooter.
I never admitted. I never thought you were.
No. Give me the paint. I'll be all right. But
like, how do you, like, I could see, like, who would surprise you, and who would be somebody that's like sneaky good that, you know, would, like, I think Matt would stink.
Okay, what game we're talking?
Bocce ball, ladder toss.
I think he'd be decent in bocce ball.
Beersby.
I think Beersby, I think he'd be decent.
Like, oh my god, I don't want to hit a bear.
any physical game? Yeah, no, I'm not.
Cornhole.
I think he'd be decent at cornhole. Like truthfully, he's a solid golfer. Like, that takes some athleticism.
Yeah, I guess. I would say, you know, somebody like I would think you'd be good at backyard games.
Yeah.
Reid's just a competitor.
Yep.
And he's explosive. So
he is a competitor.
He'd be good at really anything.
Yeah.
I'd be up there. I'd be good. Although my latest showing here would suggest otherwise. So send those in. 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Or hit us up in the nasty chat. Big Uke. Rick is a sharpshooter at everything as he plays games in people's yards on his late night / early morning walks. Okay.
I like it.
Less sweet. This is good. Hernan would smoke you all at lawn darts.
Probably.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes, probably. LT would be good.
This is bad. We're getting roasted.
Well, yeah, I get. And listen, like, everyone's chirping. I don't know how much better they would be doing on this court. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay,
pressure's on, folks.
Pressure is on.
Okay, so who then wins the next round? Like, do you think this is done, or do you think Benny has a chance, or do you think this is Glue Guys to win?
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping to at least win this next game here. We'll see. If I can get hot, we'll see. But I don't know. I'm not too confident. I'm not a shooter, man.
We're gonna get out early.
Okay.
And we're gonna come back early. Which means we can have another round. Okay, coming up, we've got Benny's blind rankings, which we're doing back-to-back days. We had schedules changed last week, so we're doing back-to-back today. Today and tomorrow you'll have 2 rounds of Benny blind rankings. Today we're live from the Damon Bunting Charity Classic. Tomorrow we'll be back at the ESC Global H2. We've got Benny's blind rankings coming up. Jay's play of the day, the oil understood for GCL Diesel. At that point, we're going to talk a bit about what's going on with Connor Hellebuck, what we foresee there, and about this Savoy injury, which is really the headliner for me. All right, we'll be right back here on location at Damon Bunting's Charity Golf Classic. But first, Brendan Eric, the man with 2 first names, take it away.
The Oilers make some news as they've hired Hockey Canada's Misha Donskov to be a coaching consultant. The 49-year-old will continue his role as Hockey Canada's Vice President of Hockey Operations and the national men's team's coach while joining the Oilers for a select number of days at home each month. Other big news coming out of Winnipeg, Connor Hellebuck has made a trade request and it goes public. The 33-year-old still has 5 years remaining on his contract at $8.5 million per season. Toronto is looking to stay in the win column and take the series against the Royals. Noah Cameron heads to the bump for Kansas City, while Spencer Arrighetti toes the rubber for the Jays. First pitch set for 5:07. It's a lighter night elsewhere around the majors with 4 games on the schedule. The Astros take on the Yankees in the Bronx. Staying in New York, the Mets welcome the Brewers to Queens. The Dodgers look to avoid the sweep in Atlanta, while the nightcap in San Francisco has the D-backs in town. And quickly over to the NFL, the Seahawks have signed defensive tackle Leonard Williams to a 3-year extension worth $90 million, 56 of that being fully guaranteed. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. Edmonton is expecting some changes this offseason, and I'm talking about your flooring. Paramount Flooring brings over 30 years of trusted service and expert installation. Visit their showroom, open 7 days a week, or online at paramountflooring.ca. Another 3-point contest comes up after the break. My name is Brendan Eric, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
What was your favorite thing about doing 2 guys and a goalie?
You know what? My favorite thing was just hanging out with you guys. And I'll say that.
That's Cash, you're going to make me cry.
No, but it's true. It's true. It's just, it was, as I said before, you know, you're hanging out with friends, you're having fun, you're talking about sports, you're meeting people where they're at, and through some crazy time, just always brought me joy.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including country music legend Lori Morgan, September 4th.
Except for Monday, which was
She's a Grammy nominee and a CMA Award winner with over a dozen top 10 hits.
part of no, don't you want?
Lori Morgan live at the River Cree September 4th. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
Welcome back to the Reid Wilkins Show, live on location today from the the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic here at Broadmoor Golf Course in Sherwood Park. Look, it is a about as beautiful and as perfect of weather as you can expect. It's hot, but it's a little overcast.
It's a little overcast.
So Benny, those white,
going,
those white legs of yours aren't going to get too burnt.
No,
it's
right.
Everything's looking up for you right now, except your shot. Let's get into the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. 780-218-9999. Chris Perper is celebrating the win. Yay, Jay, for the old boys.
Whatever.
And sorry, we did have some technical issues with the audio player, but it should be up and running now. Yeah. If you're listening on the audio, please send a text in that says everything's going right. Rusty Shackelford. LTE is very much going to win beer darts. Beer darts is a dangerous game.
Yes.
I mean, you get into the beer darts
yes.
at the lake or
very dangerous.
In the backyard on a nice sunny Saturday afternoon. Things can happen. All right, we did get out early. We've got Benny's blind rankings coming up.
Do you want to go first? What
your dealer's choice? I'm up 1-0. Would you want to go first and put the pressure on me, or do you want me to go?
I want
first?
you to go first.
All right, I'll go first.
All right. I'll tell you guys right now. During the break, I put up some practice shots, and I made 2. Okay, out of 20 attempts, but I made 2. Okay, and it was anytime Jay wasn't looking, so that's already not a great start. So here we go, Jay, first shot, and hits right side of the rim. At least with his shots, there's some spin, and it's close. For me, I wasn't as accurate. All right, second shot, Jay Mill lines up. That looks good. It looked like a swish, but it was just the mesh. It did not go in, though. So there's Jay Milne 0 for 2. We'll see. Now the dog's flying. Let's go. Right side of the rim. Oh, my goodness. Jay, this ain't good. Jay, fourth shot misses. He went 0 for 4 last time, made the 5th shot. So we'll see. Can he? All he needs is just one shot. Jay Milne up in the air, cash. It's about your own 4. You need 4 warm-up shots. That's all it is. You need 4 warm-up shots.
On the 5th
so
shot.
I need 1 to tie. 2 to win. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you're up. Man, I guess I just got to shoot 5th shots. All right, Benny's going here. So for those on the lips out. For those on the audio stream, we're on location at Damon Bunting Charity Golf Classic. There's a basketball hoop here, so we thought, why not even have that wasn't even close. Benny is 0 for 2. So I beat him on the first go around. I had 1 out of 5, which was terrible. Ben's up. He's 0 for 2. 0 for 3. I mean, Ben may not hit a shot on air. Oh, he's getting in his feels now. That looks good. Oh, no. 0 for 4. 0 for 9 in total. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, especially a young kid like Ben. He's got his whole life ahead of him. Oh, man. It's I guess I am winning in the consistency battle. Sorry, Ben. You hate to see it. I said you hate to see it. Any immediate reaction.
I'm disappointed, man. I'm pissed off right now. 0-2 to start this best of 5. Not happy about it. But
one more for me and it's over.
Yeah.
Right? Don't worry. You'll pull through. The future's bright. You're in radio. Do you know what they say, Benny? Don't quit your day job.
True.
All right. Benny's blind rankings. What do you got for me today? Because
do we have music? Do we have music?
Well, I don't know if Brendan can find it.
I'm pretty sure he's got it. If it's in clips, just hit it whenever, Brendan. If you.
Well, it's Benny's blind rankings. The afternoon debate is brought to you by Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. Memberships available at egmgolf.com.
Okay. All right.
Looks like no music.
It's all good. Okay. So
Brendan's freaking out silently by himself
Yes,
back
that's okay.
at HQ.
That's okay.
All right. What am I? Am I keeping 3 Cup 5? What are we doing?
We're doing just blind rankings. Regular
So 1,
old
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Yep. 1 through 5.
Okay.
Those blind rankings. The category is I have it labeled as like lake yard games, but this is very much backyard yard games, all that stuff. And it's crazy how I come up with this and I didn't even look at the off-topic topic that you had. So this is just incredible. So, Jay, I'll lead you off with cornhole.
Cornhole. Cornhole is an elite backyard game. Cornhole is something I excel in.
Right.
I've participated in.
I know it's hard to believe, Nasties.
Don't even start.
I'm solid at cornhole.
Are you
I'm
as good at? Yeah. Okay.
I am solid. I am better at cornhole than I am at shooting threes in basketball.
And bowling.
Yes, I'm very much bowling.
I mean, the sports that we've seen you participate in, it's
hockey.
bad.
Hockey. I was good. I redeemed myself in hockey. I redeemed myself. You were not there. Matt Owonick was our coach.
Yeah.
Big U was running the time.
You did do
time
well.
box. So I could set screens, Max. I'm not a shooter, man. I'm not a shooter.
Right. You get down in the paint. Use that big ass of yours. And just move things around.
Right.
You know what? I mean, this is my list, and I know you gave me this first. I don't know what else is coming. I just feel a cornhole game is something I can play with my daughters. I can play with, grandparents that are at a campsite. My daughters can play against each other. Kids can play. Adults can play. You can hold a beverage throughout. You don't need to put a beverage down.
Yes.
This is an elite backyard game. I'm putting cornhole as 1.
Wow.
Yes. Prove me wrong.
1.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
Okay.
What's next?
Next is Beersby.
Beersby's really good.
Really good.
Beersby's really good. It takes skill.
It does.
It takes a little bit more skill, I would say, than cornhole. And it does induce beverages. I'm going to put Beersby at 3.
Okay. Beersby at 3. Next.
Jeez. I'm sorry. This is so good. Grant Morgenstein, Benny's form is like showing up to the Edmonton Marathon barefoot.
Yes.
McDiesel. Now I want to see Jay take a shot. I don't know if you missed mine.
You missed.
Grant Morgenstein, I wish I could unsee Benny's form. McDiesel's Benny's next shot is 100%. This is not good. Benny's form is like using construction paper instead of plywood to form a foundation wall. It just ain't going to work.
Change the form here, hey?
Maybe try underhand.
I was going to say, do I granny shot it? To...
Oh, this is bad.
It's fine. Everyone's against me here. It's all good. I'll.
Nate the Builder says, "Square up, kid."
You built this, Nate.
This is so
Nate the Builder. You built this form. Okay, all right.
Yeah, half of him is because of you.
So let's go here.
You should be ashamed of me. Benny's form needs to be studied by doctors, and not because it's really good. Holy smokes! This is taking on a life of its own. We need to make a GIF.
You guys' calves are nicer than Benny's shots.
Thank you. I do calf raises.
I do calf.
You got juggernauts.
That's what I'm saying. All right, no one wants to see those though. All right. Okay. Do we want to continue here?
Yes, I don't, but we probably should for the sake of your.
Yeah.
You know.
Next is horseshoes.
Oh, horseshoes is great. It's not child friendly, and I know that's what we're ranking on. For myself, though, I love horseshoes. Once again, a game that you can have a beverage. You don't really have to be talented. You can just huck this horseshoe at that metal pole in the ground, however many yards away. Horseshoe. I'm going to put horseshoes at 2.
Wow,
big horseshoes guy. Grew up on horseshoes. Yeah. Okay.
So 4 and 5 is left. That's all that's left for you.
I've really pigeonholed myself.
You have.
Yes.
You have. You're a big fan of these, hey?
Oh yeah, I you know what, Benny? When we're talking backyard games, everybody wins.
That's true.
Yes.
Well, not if you're a 3-point contest.
That's right.
Okay. Next is ladder ball.
Ooh, I don't like ladder ball.
No?
Some people call it horse balls.
No.
Some Ukrainian horseshoes. I've heard horse balls. I just it seems too chancy for me. I mean, if the ball kicks off itself and flings off, like how do you adjust that? How do you remedy that?
No.
So it's too chancy for me. I'm going to put horse balls last at 5th.
Okay.
So I'm ranking this at 4. Benny's form is like belly buttons.
Useless.
Benny's form is like putting from the rough.
Okay.
Wheels calves are better than Benny's shots.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I would say everybody's got to stop. Okay.
Yeah, let's
stop.
Okay.
780-218-9999. We just got to stop.
Totally. Yeah. Okay. Your final one is you have 20 people playing 2-touch football.
Oh. Yeah. I'll take that at 4.
Yeah. Okay.
Who doesn't like a good game of touch?
I'm just more thinking like you're with your buddies and couple drinks are in you, and playing a game of football is just like the best. It's like one of my favorite. Like just if you got a big long enough yard, Chuck, you're having a whole thing.
I can't get over this. There's too many good ones. The J in Benny Thompson sounds to jump.
Hey, my real name's Benjamin, so I have a J in there.
It does make sense.
I have a J in there.
This is now. I might have to pull the cord on this. Rusty Shackelford, can you lower the basket for Benny? Well, actually, across the way is a little kid's basket.
Yeah.
Damon, this is a full court in here.
Yes.
So we are sitting in front of a tennis net.
We're at half court right now.
There is the basketball court there.
Tell you what, how about if you beat me next game, how about I think hopefully we have time for this. How about I just shoot until I make one. See how long I miss.
Okay.
If you sweep me here 3-0.
Popeye's called and they want Benny's chicken legs back.
Chicken legs? You clearly have not met me.
Captain Kirk, Washers is a great backyard game as well. I like Washers.
Yes.
Okay, we've got. Okay, go.
What?
Round 3.
Round 3 right now?
Bed.
Okay. All right, I'll go.
Yeah, let's go. All right, Benny is up now. He is yet to hit, ladies and gentlemen. He is yet to hit a 3-point shot. This is round 3 of the Benny VJ challenge. Benny went head on every time. I must say the rotation on the ball is lackluster. It's leaving a lot to be desired. 0 for 1, but he did catch a piece of the rim. I believe his first 4 shots in round 1 failed to hit any part of the rim, but he is 1 for 1 on rims, so that's good. Take the positives. Second shot looks good. Oh! The second shot's in. All right, you got 3 more, Selly boy. That's fine. I just need competition. I need a goal. Okay, so that looks good. Oh, 2 for 3. Come on, 2 for 3. All right, putting the pressure on the old man. That's good. Benny's up. He's going 3 for 4. He is dialed, ladies and gentlemen. Benny Thompson is saying, screw you to all the haters. He is 3 for 4. He's got 1 left, and it is way off. All right, 3 for 5. That is okay. He's chest padding. That was impressive, Ben. You're totally validating yourself. What now?
What now? What are they gonna say about me now?
Whew. I mean, that's true. So you went 3 for 5. So I've got to try tie that, huh? Or beat it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Would you like me to go?
Yes. Go ahead. That's all you, Jay. All right. Now what? Now what, guys? Okay. I went 3 for 5.
They're saying foot violation.
foot violation. Like you're here. Like you guys are here. All right. Here we go. Jay Mill, first shot. Back of the rim. Back of the rim. Looked good, but Pete, we're good there, you. What are you talking about? All right, second shot for Jay Milne. Short. He needs to hit all three here to tie. Needs to go on a heater to tie. Or else Benny Thompson has game 3. Jay Milne, front of the rim. Your boy has taken game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Jay, another shot. Almost dribbled in. 0 for 4. He's calling it there. He has gone 0 for 4 all 3 games. He's left the 5th shot, though, for this one. He doesn't want to make it. Doesn't want to waste shots here.
That's okay. So it's 2-1 in the overall series. Obviously, we're going to have to continue this throughout the show. I'm just worried about the foot violations, Ben.
Oh, my God. Okay. All right.
I mean, it's on video.
Can't let a young kid make a shot, all right? Well, for the love of God, okay? I understand I'm fighting against I'm the minority here, all right?
I thought that was impressive, Ben.
Kid goes 3 for 5.
You step up and you just
still have haters.
Quiet everybody in the chat. I'm very proud of you. Congrats.
Thank you.
But it still is 2-1.
Yes, it is 2-1.
All right, so that's okay. This is going to heat up. Benny's heating up. It's heating up outside. It's heating up at the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic, where we will come back. We've got Jay's Play of the Day, and the Oil understood. What does this mean for the Oilers? Matt Savoy's out. How long? Who might step up? Where might they go? We'll find out after the break. Brendan, take it away.
The Oilers made some news as they've hired Hockey Canada's Misha Donskov to be a coaching consultant. The 49-year-old will continue his role as Hockey Canada's Vice President of Hockey Operations and National Men's Team Coach, while joining the Oilers for a select number of days at home each month. Big news out of Winnipeg. Connor Hellebuck has made his trade request public. The 33-year-old still has 5 years remaining on his contract at $8.5 million per season. Toronto is looking to stay in the win column as they take the third game of the series against the Royals. Noah Cameron heads to the bump for Kansas City, while Spencer Arrighetti toes the rubber for the Jays. First pitch at 5:07. A lighter night around the majors with 4 games on the schedule. The Astros take on the Yankees in the Bronx, staying in New York. The Mets welcome the Brewers. The Dodgers look to avoid the sweep in Atlanta, and the nightcap in San Francisco has the D-backs in town. In the NBA, the Raptors have announced they will raise Kyle Lowry's number 7 to the rafters on January 10th following a matchup against his hometown 76ers. This sports update is brought to you by Say the Reid Sport Medicine. Connor McDavid has a team of specialists. You've got a bag of frozen peas. At Say the Reid Sport Medicine, get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call 780-460-9977 or visit their website at saythereidsportmed.ca to book an appointment today. It looks like the boys are still shooting. My name is Brendan Eric, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
This is bad news. It's not good. Oilers forwards Matthias Janmark, Matt Savoy, along with defenseman Alec Regula and goaltender Freddie Anderson will not participate in next month's training camp. You know, there's some positive ways you could look at this. Devin Levi, does he get in there? And then all of a sudden, does he steal the crease from Tristan Jarry? Does Ike Howard, does he get to the top 6?
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Back to school? Really?
Yay! Really. As things settle back into a school routine in your home, you may need extra space. Sentinel Storage is here to help with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including country music legend Lori Morgan, September 4th.
Except for Monday, which was
She's a Grammy nominee and a CMA Award winner with over a dozen top 10 hits.
of no, don't you want?
Lori Morgan live at the River Cree September 4th. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Somewhere, someone is sitting on a patio that is literally part of the parking lot. They're hot, uncomfortable, and bored. Do not be that person. The Canadian Brewhouse has a rooftop, real turf, misters, fire tables, patio games, big screens, and zero reason to be bored. This summer, your standards are higher than a parking lot, and you know it. The Canadian Brewhouse, Canada's best patios.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation with options for every style and budget. Open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
Welcome back to the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne and guest co-host Ben Thompson. We are coming to you live from the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic here at We are in Damon's backyard. There is a basketball hoop. We have been using it liberally and using all of the court. Not so much of the mesh.
No.
So Benny had a big bounce back. It's now 2-1 in the Ultimate Series. We're going to have to figure this out because we do have a ton of guests coming up. So, we're not going to cut short Glen Suitor to go shoot hoops. I can assure you of that.
Although he wouldn't want to watch that either.
He would probably beat us the most, to be quite honest. Before we go anywhere else, in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox, 7802-1899. Hey, any word on Vernon Adams' status for the Stamps game this weekend? Fantasy team starting quarterback for me and need to make moves if he sits. All I can tell you is what was released as of yesterday was the injury report. He's been limited all week with a head injury. He is listed as questionable for the game. Maybe check in tomorrow before you have to set for the first game, before you set your roster. All right, we are going to get to Jay's play of the day for Play Alberta. When you bet with Play Alberta, you give back to Alberta. That's because it's the only app in the province that puts all revenue directly back into supporting programs and services that Albertans rely on every day. So next time you place a wager on your favorite team, know that you're also making a difference across the province through Alberta's General Revenue Fund. Visit playalberta.ca/EST. That's playalberta.ca/EST. You must be 18 years of age or older to play. And don't forget, always remember to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's Play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's Play of the Day. It's Jay's Play of the Day. Jay's Play of the Day.
All right, this one's simple. It's Jay's Play of the Day. Blue Jays Royals over 7.5 total runs. Okay. Over 7.5 total runs. Because I think the Blue Jays are going to win. Yep. I think the only way the Blue Jays can win is if their bats are flying. Mm-hmm. They did win last night 3-0. That was off a huge home run. That was the only scoring last night. These games, okay. Can I be honest? Should I tell them what I was saying to you? I said, look, I'm feeling that this game's going to go under. But then I'm like, if I think it's going to go under, I have to bet the over. So because I've just been off on Blue Jays. So this is the Jay upside down bet. Yep. Play of the day.
Upside down. Why? How they call my form.
It's been boosted. Well, don't help them anymore. They're teeing off on you in the chat. This has been boosted to -120. So Jay's Play of the Day, Blue Jays Royals, 8 or more total runs. You have till 5:05 to get that in. We will keep you updated on the score, as will Brendan Eric back in studio. Brendan, are you able to hop on and say hello?
Hello. Not working?
Oh, hello. The voice of God. How are you? Have you been watching? What are your thoughts? Well, I know you've been watching. What are your thoughts on Benny's form?
Benny.
Okay, that was Brendan Eric reporting from ESTHQ. His thoughts on Benny's form? Well,
I've seen worse. How about that?
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
Iwanek was worse last year. No?
Iwanek didn't dare shoot a shot.
He went for a layup.
Barely hit a layup.
Yeah.
He just sat
it's
back in his chair. How about that?
Who?
Maddie. Looking out into the glass right now. Didn't like it.
Oh no. He hit a layup. He probably regrets that that's out there on the internet now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if you get memed, Benny.
Yeah,
if you get memed,
I'll see.
then you know you've really made it.
Yeah, that's true.
With a bad shot. All right, Brennan, thanks for checking in. Nice to chat with you. We'll check in with you a bit later as we continue through this show. Once again, we are live on location at the Damon Bunting Charity Classic. Go to dbcc-rha.square.site. That's where you can take part in the 50-50. That's where you can check out the silent auction that is currently going on. And if you didn't get that, you're watching on YouTube, or if you're listening on our audio streams, iHeart, TuneIn, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, when you get to a safe spot, go to our YouTube. It's in the show description. Click the link. You can go check out all the silent auction. It's amazing. There's a lot of things. We're going to have Alice Koss and Anne-Marie Lepan from Robin Hood Association join us here on right here on the basketball court later in the show. All right, we got to get to the Oil Understood, which is brought to you by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta area for over 50 years, and now a partner of the Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Oh, go shoot a shot. Hurry. GCL Diesel. Understood. Oh, Ben.
They lost us.
Not.
Was that before? Or it was before.
What, did we have to muster?
Yeah, we mustered a little bit.
Okay.
Just a tad. I think they still saw. Wait.
Oh.
Did they see that shot? Wait. Oh no, I'm way behind. I think. Oh, I'm way behind. That's why.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Why. Never mind.
They
Never mind.
saw it. Everybody saw it,
geez.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Benny's
That was
form.
I wasn't expecting that.
Benny's form is like a bunch of nasties coming off the Labor Day bus after getting really into it. Benny's form is like a Dutch oven.
Okay.
Benny's form is like a paper cut between your toes.
I've never had that. How do you have that? How does that happen?
I don't know.
How does that happen?
Benny's form is like socks with sandals.
I like socks with sandals.
There you go. You heard it here first. All right.
Like
The Oil Understood is brought to you by GCL Diesel. Okay. The Savoy injury. All right. That's all, it's all Oilers fandom is talking about. Originally, reports suggested that it would be the end of October. Now, another report has come out suggesting that there was a surgery involved. Okay. Ben, we've seen this story. Mm-hmm. We've heard, okay, training camp plus a month. Okay, sure. But I don't know if I'm willing to accept that. Hypothetically, let's say if this was to go into the end of November, or let's say they reported a couple months.
Yeah.
Or even a couple months, then a little rehab stint training. Right. Is this something the Oilers need to address, or do they have the pieces in-house?
Well, for me, at least, in this situation, you were putting your trust in specifically Savoy, a young guy. To me, there's a guy who was kind of going to be in this weird position anyway this year that you can give him the opportunity. It's like Howard. I personally, unless these guys are out long term, and I'm talking like missing like close to half of the season, I personally, this is a fantastic opportunity for Ike Howard to see what he's got, man. Give him a first line role, or second line or whatever that is. Give him the minutes. See what you got, man. Because again, like I was saying yesterday, this top six was, to me, it felt like it needed one more guy in there, like one more solid, solidified top six player. And I think they were going to try to go get that at the deadline. If Ike Howard surprises you at a camp in the first month of the season and he's looking like he deserves to be there, then you've got your guy then. Then you don't really have to worry about that. Like, that's one of the holes you already fixed.
But you filled one hole.
Yes.
And there's still another hole, which comes at the form of your penalty kill.
Yes.
I mean, Matt Savoy led all Oilers forwards in PK 4-on-5 ice time last year. Mm-hmm. Who fills that? Is that something you can ask a Josh Szymanski to come up and do?
Totally. Totally. There was already going to be competition for that fourth line anyway. Like one of Colton Dock or Matthew Joseph or
a healthy Colton Dock.
Yeah, like those guys were going to be competing for spots anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's another spot open for them to show if they can be PK guys. Matthew Joseph has some of the best PK numbers from last year. I don't know if Colton Dock PK.
That's an interesting one, Benny.
Yeah.
Matthew Joseph. Okay.
So he's going to have an opportunity now. Okay, you can take over Savoy's PK role. How does he look? And if he is so good on the PK, then how do you pull the guy out when everyone's healthy, right? Like it to me, when guys like Savoy go down, it just creates more opportunity. There's a lot of forwards on this team that could have impact. We're not even talking about even a guy like Max Jones, for example, in who's probably going to start the year in Bakersfield. But like, what if he comes up and has a really good camp, right? To me, the Savoy's injury, yes, it sucks. He's an important piece of this team already. He's young, and I think we were all looking for him to take a step this year. But it's given opportunity for guys that maybe wouldn't have had that opportunity. Everyone's healthy, right? So I think Matthew Joseph is a guy that can take advantage of that. Colton Dock. I think it's an opportunity for Frederick too. Who knows? Maybe Frederick takes a top 6 spot, right? Like what happens if Frederick comes out and bounces back and is the guy that the Oilers were getting in that trade from Boston? What if he comes out and fills in a top 6 role?
Yeah, you'd be asking a lot.
Yes, but how he was sold here was he was a guy who can maybe fill in the top 6, but more of a middle 6 winger that's an agitator. It's going to get you 15 goals. That's what he was sold as, right?
Yeah.
So if that's the guy he is, then sure he can fill in a top 6 role. But the problem is he hasn't shown that here.
My big concern here is that there's more to this than is being led on, Ben. I'm sorry.
With injuries, like with
timelines.
Yeah.
I don't, the fact that they came out, we're not even really discussing, like the captain skate hasn't even happened yet.
Yep.
So they're doing this a lot earlier than they really needed to.
Right.
But I just wonder if they're preparing you for something that's coming that might not be as
maybe
positive in terms of the return of a Frederik Andersen, of a Matt Savoy. I don't know. Look, I know I haven't been on the beat much. This is my 3rd Oilers season, but I've learned a lot in those 2 years. And I was an Oilers guy before that. I followed the team. It just seems like when these things happen, they're not earlier than what they're saying.
Here's the difference. That wasn't really an issue until a certain coach came here.
Do you think that's just a Chris Knobloch
I think
thing?
it's a Chris Knobloch.
Okay.
I think
and if you say that, I could say, okay, I respect that opinion.
Yeah. I don't think, again, like it's a bad look when you're showing when you're having to say a certain timeline for a guy and then it actually comes out longer. I think it's a bad look on the team. I think that was strictly a Knobloch thing. And in terms of the injuries for Andersen and Savoy, we don't know fully 100% what they are. If I had to guess, I think, well, first of all, if they're missing this much time, I think surgery had to been done, probably on both guys. I think it's probably a knee injury for Savoy, and I think they just want to be careful. They want to be careful with him, if I had to guess. I again not fully sure what it is, but to me, if he is out for this amount of time, I think they would hate to extend that even more unless he re-injures himself, right? So I think they're given, the timeline came out from Ryan Rishaug. They expect him to be in late October. They didn't have that in the article, but I'd imagine that the timeline that Rishaug has is pretty accurate.
Okay. All right. We're going to keep talking about this, and if anything develops, we'll obviously let you know. There was just updates last night. There was updates again today. Connor Hellebuck, we'll dive into that a little bit later as well when we get to buying or selling. Brendan, we have a limerick that's come in.
Oh boy.
This is from Gavin from the Shamrock. It would be asking a lot to see a worse basketball shot. Benny's form is puke. I agree with Big Uke. Benny's form has lost the plot.
What happens if we win this best of 5? Just like hypothetically, what happens?
Hypothetically, then, well, I don't think you will.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But if you do, I guess then it just doesn't change your form though, bro.
No, it doesn't change my form. But what if it's efficient enough to win?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, we've got to get out. We've got the color analyst on ESPN 1000 covers the Chicago Bears, who are in Tennessee right now, taking on the Tennessee Titans in an exhibition game. Tom Thayer will be joining us right after the break. But first, we're going to hear from our wonderful partners and Brett and Eric. We are coming to you live from Damon Bunting's backyard. This is the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic. We'll chat soon.
The Lock Shop.
I have a feeling that Ottawa, this is a spot where I don't think they get massacred like they have been. Like, I think they can be in this game, and I wouldn't at all be surprised if they actually cover this.
I'll take it the step further and won't be surprised if they win this football. There's a level of BC having to travel. BC's looked good a little bit these last couple of weeks, but I've seen this from BC before. I'm not ready to declare that they're back.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Wholesat, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Looking for a delicious meal without the hassle? Head to Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the game day meal. From handcrafted fresh pasta with rich homemade sauces to ready-to-heat family meals, Pasta Pantry brings authentic Italian flavor straight to your table. For over 30 years, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. Visit Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park today and taste the difference fresh makes. Pasta Pantry, real food, real fast, real good.
The second half is yours. Bring the energy and walk in your seat with our new 5-game season pass, because the best way to experience Elks football is being there when it happens. For every tackle, every catch, every touchdown. Plus, every pass comes with a $25 voucher, so you're covered before you even take your seat. Half season, full energy. Get your season pass at goelks.com. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. Hi, it's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
The Oilers made some news as they've hired Hockey Canada's Misha Donskov to be coaching consultant. A 49-year-old will continue his role as Hockey Canada's vice president of team operations and national men's team coach, while joining the Oilers for a select number of days at home each month. Other big news coming out of Winnipeg: Connor Hellebuck has made his trade request public. The 33-year-old has a still has 5 years remaining on his contract at $8.5 million per season. The Jays try and snag the rubber match against the Royals. Spencer Arrighetti throws for the Burge, and Noah Cameron takes the ball for KC. First pitch at 5:07. Toronto also making a roster move ahead of today's game. Michael Lorenzen comes over from the Rockies after being DFA'd. Lorenzen owns a 7.08 ERA across 25 starts. The first round of the Tour Championship from East Lake Golf Club is wrapped up. Min Woo Lee has the clubhouse lead by 2 shots at 8 under par. The second hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now. My name is Brendan Eric, and you're up to date.
Welcome back to the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne and guest co-host Ben Thompson. We're coming to you live from the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic. This is our traveling Canadian Brewhouse studio, where I will tell you, I went with a couple buddies of mine last night for Wing Wednesday.
And how was it?
Ben, we ate, we told stories. The wings there are just incredible.
Yeah.
The staff, phenomenal. Had the gyozas. Excellent. And I would also recommend the cheese sticks or the garlic cheese stick. They're fantastic.
Okay.
They're cheese bread that is out of this world. Brendan, I sent you a text. Just let me know when you've got our next guest.
We're ready to go whenever you are.
We're ready to go. Okay, with that, we won't pitter-patter. I know this gentleman is a busy guy. We will bring him in right now. This is Tom Thayer. He's been on our show last year. It was a great thing when the Bears were going through the playoffs. It was great to catch up with him then. Better to catch up with him now. He's with ESPN 1000. He's the Bears color analyst. Tom, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just coming back from a joint practice with the Tennessee Titans. It was a nice warm day, a super physical practice, and I think the Bears got a lot of good out of it. And see where it goes and what happens in the game Saturday night.
Now, when I was texting with you yesterday, I know there were some complications with travel and whatnot. That happens. That's all good. You said you were on the bus with the team, and it just made me think, like, how much is travel? Because now that you cover the team, we know that you played with the Bears in the mid-'80s, to 1985 to 1992 to be precise. But what's changed the most with this travel schedule for the now NFL as compared to when you played?
Oh man, a lot. There's a lot more buses that make travel a lot more comfortable from the facility to the airport. They give you a little room to stretch out. Everything from the facility. You know, we had a facility that was about as big as a reception hall. Now they have a full campus. So it all starts there. They got 5 beautifully manicured practice fields with an indoor facility that's regulation size. That's something that we never had. We never had an indoor facility. And then the planes that they travel on. We used to travel on a really small plane. Everybody had one seat, and we fit in there snugly. Now they got room to stretch out. It's the biggest plane that can possibly house a team that's traveling during training camp to a team that's traveling during the regular season. So just the luxuries of travel have made things so much more comfortable for a team getting ready to play a football game.
Well, thanks for that insight. That's spectacular. Look, we'll get right into it. This is the second year as head coach for Ben Johnson. Has the approach changed for him in camp now that the Bears aren't really a surprise team anymore?
No, his approach has not changed at all. He's still as physical and demanding as he was the day he got here. He hasn't relaxed his attitude since they had a little bit of a success last year. I actually think it put more pressure on him to have continued success in the future. You know, he's made claims that he wants to be the highest scoring offense in the history of the NFL. And every single day that these guys go out to the practice field, if they're in full pads, they know they're going to work. And there's some coaches, I've been doing the radio broadcast now for 30 years, and I've seen head coaches that make these tough guy claims, but they didn't realistically follow through with them. When Ben Johnson makes a claim from the podium pre or post practice, it's all true. And so that's one of the things as an ex-player that played for Mike Ditka, I really appreciate about his demands and his approach to this football team, because if you're going to get better, if you're going to compete for the division championships and then ultimately get into the playoffs and try to compete for the Super Bowl, you got to do things that are uncomfortable in practice. And that's one of the first things he ever said is the players that work for me, they have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And that has been the case, and it's one of the things from a young head coach. I think he's 39 years old now. and his approach and his demands that he puts on each and every player, I have a lot of respect for that. And I'm glad the Bears have finally got a leader that makes those types of demands.
Tom, you mentioned the coach there, Ben Johnson, and why they've been successful with him and what it takes to make the playoffs. I mean, it's no secret last year, a big reason as to why they made the playoffs was Caleb Williams. He has been incredible after his second year in the NFL. Is it as simple to say as just this team will go as far as Caleb Williams takes them?
I think it's more of how well can the defense react from losing a lot of turnovers. And I mean, the guys that they had on this team that have gone elsewhere, Kevin Byard or Tremaine Edmonds, and other players that had a big hand in getting defensive turnovers. If they can complement the offense by still getting those defensive turnovers, then it goes into the hands of Caleb and where he's going. I think the one thing that's going to benefit Caleb the most, I don't even think that Caleb has began to scratch the surface of where he's ultimately going to be. And nowadays in the modern NFL, if you have the luxury of being in the same system for 2, 3, 5 years in a row, like some of the great quarterbacks have, and then the terminology becomes repetitive, that's when you're going to see the best out of Caleb. And I think that they have a great relationship, Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams. And he's going to be a big reason why, if they do break the NFL scoring record, he's going to be a big reason for that. But they're still on the search for a real bona fide starting NFL credited left tackle, and that's going to be a decision that's going to need to be made in the next couple weeks. And then you got to see how everything else fits into place. But it's in the beginning stages between Caleb and Ben.
And then I'll ask you about the running back room there. Who is their starting running back heading into this season, and what's the confidence level in him? As like you said, the offense has been solid for them, but I imagine the running back is going to play a huge role in that.
DeAndre Swift is the bona fide number one running back on this team. And then they have a list of guys behind him, and Kyle Monungai and Roshan Johnson and Salvin Ahmed and Britton Brown. But DeAndre Swift is number one, and he's had a camp as such. He is the guy that worked with Ben in Detroit, and then when Ben came to the Bears, DeAndre Swift was the next guy up. And he made the demands early. He says, my running backs are going to they're going to have to be comfortable getting the dirty yards. They're going to have a variety of skills, from running the ball to blocking to catching and everything else it takes to be a number one. But DeAndre Swift has gotten better over Ben's time here with Chicago. And like I said, he's capable of doing everything asked of him. So is Kyle Monungai. But DeAndre Swift is the leader in the clubhouse as the number one running back for this football team.
Tom Thayer, Bears color analyst on ESPN 1000, joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Look, I'm just going to put it to you simple. Can the Bears repeat as NFC North champions?
I think they can. And I think they will. It's not going to be easy because Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, wherever Kyler Murray takes that team, they're all going to be good football teams. But, the Bears play the second week of the season. They play in Minnesota. They play Minnesota at home. And then week 18, they play Minnesota again. So there's an enormous separation between those two games. And then they play Green Bay week 5, hopefully. Well, Micah Parsons might be on the field and he might not. So that's part of their game. But week 12 and 17, that's going to be the key to the NFC North, because they play Detroit in Detroit on Thanksgiving morning. And then 5 weeks later, they play them in Chicago. So the culture that Dan Campbell has created in Detroit is one of the most difficult to compete with that crowd noise. So you don't know how that's going to go. The only thing that you can hope is the outdoor weather deteriorates extremely. And then when Detroit has to come to Chicago in December, that the weather is a factor there. But the initial question, can they win the North? Yes, they can. Or the NFC Central? Yes, they can. And I think a lot of it has to do with, if they don't get the turnovers that I mentioned early, I think they're going to be scoring more points this year on offense than they did last year.
Tom, one more question for you. What's going on now with Soldier Field? They're building a new stadium. Where's it going to be? We've heard so many conflicting reports. It might be in a different state. What's going on there?
Well, I got to tell you. So I'm a lifelong Chicago resident Bear fan. I'm a season ticket holder. I'm a Bears alumni. I've been doing the game for 30 years. It's almost I can give you a different answer for every one of those people that you're asking. If I'm a lifelong Chicago Bear fan and a season ticket holder, I wish it stayed at Soldier Field on the lakefront, because I think it's a great football atmosphere. If I was a guy that was retired and just going to football games, I would want it to be in Arlington Heights, because I want it to have a footprint of, can present the best football atmosphere that you can have. There's more than enough parking room. You can have outdoor tailgating. They can have a closed or open roof stadium that's going to provide Chicago with a year-round stadium benefit. And then if Indiana, if they make you give you an opportunity that's you can't turn it down, then I have to explore that. To me, selfishly, I want to have the best game day experience for the fans, because they deserve it. But for a guy that's been to Soldier Field my whole lifetime, for for high school games, for college games, from concerts and everything else that goes along with it, I'm a big believer in one of the most beautiful backgrounds in the NFL for a stadium is Soldier Field on Lake Michigan.
I agree 100%.
So I gave you no answer. So I really I committed to no answer, but
I can't agree more. I love the lakefront. I love how it. Okay. I'll sorry to keep you here, but I just have to say, like the Edmonton team here used to be called the Eskimos, and now they're called the Elks, and that was a form of, that was a sense of pride for those players when they played. It was a cold place to play. They were proud of being able to perform in the cold and the blustery winters of Edmonton. Now the name's changed, I understand, but it still holds that same mentality that you're talking about of playing on that lakefront, how the weather can change in a heartbeat. You could be raining and then it's snowing in a matter of minutes, and that might go away, right? I mean, that's what your team back in the 80s kind of depended on at times, no?
Well, listen, I played in the Fog Bowl against the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs. I played in the NFC Championship game when Dick Butkus was doing my job, and he was narrating the background of the snow falling and William Perry picking up a fumble, or Wilbur Marshall, and just the whole, kind of a salute to the background. And I do think it's really important to keep that type of business and people moving around and the hotel rooms filled in downtown Chicago. So selfishly, I'm looking at what benefits Chicago the most. That would be Soldier Field, but I think they have their sights set on trying to build a world-class facility that has year-round usability, and see where it goes from there.
Tom, this was fantastic. Thank you for joining again. We're going to have to touch base later down the road when it really gets to crunch time here in the NFC North.
Awesome. Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
All right, that was Tom Thayer, radio color voice for the Chicago Bears on ESP 1000. He joined us courtesy the Oil Country Towing phone hotline. All right, Benny, thoughts about his answer on Caleb Williams? I do. For me, I
he's hot
and
cold for some people, man. Like for Caleb Williams, I know Huss is all over.
Yeah,
Caleb.
Yeah.
Like, well, big believer.
Yeah, he is. I just look at that team and I thought they took advantage of a year that the NFC North was off. And I don't think the NFC North and some of those strong teams are going to be off again 2 years in a row. And that'll come at the demise, in my opinion, of the Chicago Bears, unless Caleb Williams can continue on that trend and continue to improve and continue to be comfortable in the pocket and sling the ball around the field. But that defense took a big hit last year. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to fill those voids.
What team is taking that? What team is bouncing back then this year? Lions?
Detroit. I think Detroit has the chance. Green Bay, I thought, let a lot of games off the hook last year. I'm not completely sold on Green Bay either. I just know, look, Detroit is a bona fide team. Their defense is apparently at a different level in training camp, which is good because defense, as we all know, as you all know that listen to this show, defense means a lot to the outcome of a team, not only in the CFL, but in the NFL. I think it's going to be a very entertaining NFC North. We've got a guest coming on later, Ryan Wood from, he's a beat writer for the USA Today and the Green Bay Nation. He's going to help us check in on Green Bay. So we will almost have gone through. The only thing we have left is the Minnesota in the NFC North, and then the NFC East, home to my Washington Commanders. We'll save that one for later.
Yes.
All right, we've got to get out. Coming back after the break, we've got buying or selling for Damon Bunting Real Estate. Glen Suitor is going to join us at 4:40. And then we've got Ryan Wood from the Green Bay Packers coming up at 5 o'clock. A reminder, you are watching us, joining us, listening to us live from the Damon Bunting Charity Classic, the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic. He works together with Robin Hood Association over the past 8 years. The Damon Bunting Charity Classic has raised more than $186,000 in support of the Robin Hood Association. Fantastic. If you would like to participate, go to dbcc-rha.square.site. Or if you're watching us on YouTube, just go to the show description. The link is in there. They've got a 50-50 you can take part in, and they've got a silent auction that's got tons of amazing prizes. All right, Brett and Eric, let's hear from you. We'll be back right away.
The Oilers made some news as they've hired Hockey Canada's Misha Donskov to be a coaching consultant. The 49-year-old will continue his role as Hockey Canada's Vice President of Hockey Operations and National Men's Team Coach while joining the Oilers for a select number of days at home each month. Big news out of Winnipeg, Connor Hellebuck has made his trade request public. The 33-year-old still has 5 years remaining on his contract at $8.5 million per season. The Jays try and snag the rubber match against the Royals. Spencer Arrighetti throws for the Birds, while Noah Cameron takes the ball for Kansas City. First pitch, right around the corner at 5:07. Toronto also making some roster moves ahead of today's game. Michael Lorenzen comes over from the Rockies after being DFA'd. Lorenzen owns a 7.08 ERA across 25 starts. Quickly over to the NFL, the Seahawks signed Leonard Williams to a 3-year extension worth $90 million with $56 million guaranteed. And over to the NBA, the Raptors have announced they will raise Kyle Lowry's number 7 to the rafters on January 10th following a matchup against his hometown, Philadelphia 76ers. Buying or selling? Coming up after the break. My name is Brendan Eric, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Marshall Ferguson, CFL on TSN.
I mean, heck, guys, I was covering the Philpott Bowl last week. During the pregame introductions, they're like, number 85, Jalen Philpott, and the crowd popped. Like, with my headset on, and I took my headset off, I'm like, oh my God, did they just actually, like, lose their minds in a pregame introduction? That never happens in the CFL. So, homegrown heroes, to me, the Alouettes have probably got 2 of the top 5 when it comes to Tyson and Davis Alexander right now. It's just the reality.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, weekday mornings 6 to 9, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense. At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Celebrate 50 years of the Toronto Blue Jays with Sentinel Storage. Enter for your chance to win the ultimate Jays collection of memorabilia. Visit bluejays.com/Sentinel Storage contest to enter and see full contest rules. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Oh, Benny boy. Oh, Benny boy.
Oh, what?
It just keeps going. Rusty Shackelford, those bricks being thrown up by Benny just built my new shop.
You're welcome.
Poopstain says, Benny, if you win, it just shows you're a better athlete than Jay.
Oh.
Mind you, you're 20 years younger, so you should be. I don't agree with that comment.
No.
In fact, I take that quite personally. Okay, so in the best of 5, if I win the next one, it's over.
It's over. I win this one.
I'm up 2-1.
You are up 2-1.
Should we buy or sell for Damon Bunting Real Estate on who wins? I mean, should we do are we just doing another round right now?
Let's do it.
All right. Damon Bunting has been a consistent top producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 17 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community driven. He understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out on DamonBunting.com or the Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. You want me to go first?
Yep. I think it's your turn to go first, buddy.
All right. So I think a good spot to do it is kind of right there.
Yeah.
So that people can see.
Yeah. Okay.
And, can see and make sure your toes aren't on the line.
Okay. All right.
Just saying. All right. So this is buying or selling for Damon Bunting Real Estate. We are live on location, by the way, at the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Golf Classic. All proceeds go to support the Robin Hood Association here at Assured Park. We are going to be joined at 5:20 by Alice Koss, Manager of Partnerships and Relationships at the Robin Hood, and CEO Anne-Marie Lepon. They're going to tell us why Robin Hood, what it means, what they do to help, and how you can help. So stay tuned for that. All right, I'm ready to roll.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Jay. Just want to say, was working on my form at the break. It's looking better. I think I'm still going to stick with my bad form just because I'm comfortable with it. And Jay put in the nasty chat a couple breaks ago. I drained a deep 3, Caitlin Clark style. Okay, and if he doesn't agree that I did that, then he's lying. All right, first shot for Jay Millen. It's left side of the rim. 0 for 1. Jay all 3 times, and he took his 5th shot in the ad break and drained it. So all 3 times he's missed the first 4, including that one. So this is his 4th round. He's 0 for 2. The 3 prior started like this. And he drains the 5th shot each time. So let's see. Jay Milne with the shot. Left side of the rim. 0 for 3 for Jay Milne. 0 for 3. But this is comfortable. Jay's comfortable in this situation, okay? He's had this many times, okay? He's trying to line up his shot here. I don't know. This is the new tactic. Jay Milne with the shot. 4th shot. Right side of the rim. Jay's 0 for 4 to start his round. He's done this the first 3 times, but he makes the 5th shot. Always puts pressure on me on the final shot. Jay, 5th shot, misses. 0 for 5. 0 for 5, folks. Jay Milne goes 0 for 5. Ball has left the court. All I need to do is hit 1 shot to win game 4.
Yeah, that was bad. That was awful. Not my best.
All it takes, 1 shot. I'll be right back.
That was awful. I'm sorry if I let everybody down. I hope my kids aren't watching. Might change the locks on me. And deservingly so. I don't deserve to enter my own home after that awful shooting. What a joke. Let's go make your shot, Ben. On the line. 0 for 1. His feet do look close. I mean, I separate myself. You were way closer last time. All right, go. It's fine. Ben Thompson taking his 2nd shot. He's 0 for 1. It looks off. It's bad. It's bad. This is bad. We are live from Damon Bunting's backyard. He's got a basketball hoop for those listening on the audio stream. We've been having a competition that is off. Ben is 0 for 3. He's taking a little bit of a timeout here. Nice shoes, though. Good shoes, awful form. There it is. That's way off. Oh, no. Jeepers. This is not good. I've lost it. 5th shot. All you got to do is hit this and you win. Like, pressure's off. No pressure, Ben. Just hit this and you win. Oh, my. He hit it. He hit it.
Come on!
Oh, my gosh.
I only need 1. Game 5 coming. Game 5 coming. Game 5 on the way, folks.
This is it. Yeah, I mean, every squirrel finds a nut once in a while, I guess. I'm just shooting I'm shooting terrible.
That's the game. That's the game.
Well, I guess when will we have time? I guess we're going to have to do this at we've got suits coming up here in 8 minutes. I don't want to try and rush through it. It needs time to marinate. We've got Ryan Wood from Green Bay, that of USA Today. He's a beat writer with Green Bay. We're going to see what's going on with Josh Jacobs. That does not sound good.
No.
And then at 5:20, we're going to have Alice Koss and CEO of the Robin Hood Association join us. They're going to tell us why Robin Hood, why Damon Bunting, how this partnership works, how you can support all that good stuff. But right now, let's get back into buying or selling. We've been looking at the facets of the Edmonton Oilers all week. We did goaltending, we did coaching, we did defense. We have management that's come up today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Do you think that Stan Bowman gained some of his... I don't know if he had... Stan Bowman was in a tough spot. In terms of how Oilers fans viewed him. Right. Not a lot of people wanted him back, thought, oh, how does he stay here? And the coach leaves. Do you think with what happened through free agency this offseason has helped him, improved his status with the Oilers fans?
I think a little bit for sure. Listen, it's been horrible for Stan Bowman so far until free agency, where I'm seeing people on Twitter saying this is the best Oilers offseason of all time, or the best of the McDavid era, which I want to pump the brakes on a little bit first of all, because to me I go back to not last season but the year before that free agency. Jeff Jackson, before Stan Bowman was hired at the time, I remember that offseason everyone going, "Oh my God, the Oilers just won free agency." They get Jeff Skinner, they get Victor Arvidsson, they plugged and play. It was looking like they bring back Henrique, they trade McLeod for Savoy, and everyone's thinking, oh my God, the Oilers just they're knocking it out of the park. And then Stan Bowman gets hired, and then the offer sheets come by, and that changes things. But overall, I think everyone was going, that was a huge offseason for them, and then pretty much all those guys did not pan out well, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's why I want to push back a little on this free agency, but at the same time, but give it its flowers though. listen, the goaltending situation for Stan Bowman was a tough one to navigate. There was not. I understand. Connor Hellebuyck is confirming his trade request today, but the Oilers don't have the assets for Connor Hellebuyck, and he doesn't want to come to Canada or stay in Canada. Okay,
Yeah.
That's just to me, write him off. If you're gonna try to go get a goalie out of Minnesota, or if Swayman's on the market, there's not a whole lot of goalies on the market right now at the top of their game that are available.
Right.
So Stan Bowman's in a pinch with he's got cap space, but not a whole lot of it. To make a move, and he decides to bring in a young guy, Devin Levi, who had a lot of hype out of college, who, again, we'll see if he pans out or not. It hasn't been smooth for him, but goalies take time. And Freddie Anderson, who is obviously now already hurt. But we all knew this. We all knew he's an injury-prone goalie. But if it come in a pinch, he could be big for you. You saw it in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
So to me, with how the goaltending situation was laid out for him, and obviously you put yourself in a hole with the Tristan Jarry trade. You put yourself in a hole there. That's already happened. The situation that he was going into heading in the summer, I thought he did a pretty good job, at least on the goaltending front. I think he did a pretty good job all across the board. Could all these moves turn out bad? Yes. That is 1,000% in the realm of possibility.
That's true, because the one deal for me that says, okay, Stan, you deserve a gold star for that, was getting rid of somebody that needed to go in Darnell Nurse.
True.
And not having to retain anything, and in fact, getting back something in return that could turn into something of value for this organization. I mean, you can't overlook that.
That trade was an A+. A+ graded.
He did something that not many people thought could have been done. Yeah, and I remember insiders talking all summer about how like the Oilers could be in a situation where they're getting assets back for trading Darnell Nurse. It's crazy how much that conversation changed over the past couple of years. 2 years ago, if you were to ask Darnell Nurse for a list of teams he'd go to, and if you were to gauge the market on Darnell Nurse, the Oilers would have had to attach 2 first-round picks and probably more to move off that contract. But 2 years later, I understand 2 years comes off that length of the contract, but the cap situation has changed, and the way the landscape of the NHL comes, there was value for Darnell Nurse, and I believe Stan Bowman executed that perfectly. They get assets back that they didn't have to retain on Darnell Nurse. You can't take that away from him. I totally agree. The guys you bring in could turn out bad, and it could leave yourself in a bad spot next year. But I do like that point you made, though. The Darnell Nurse trade. I mean, who knows? Maybe he goes to San Jose and pops off. Like, who knows? But you knew. Yeah, but he was never going to do that. I mean,
he was never going to do that.
The right fit here. He was always, and it wasn't Darnell Nurse's fault. I've said that from day one.
Yeah.
It was that contract that was signed that of course he's going to take that money.
Of course.
It was something that he could never live up to from day one. So just move on. He might go there and have a totally different take. He might look like a totally different player because there were flashes of Darnell Nurse that were great. Now, the question is, and we talked about it yesterday, with the move, is where's Ryan Shea?
Yeah.
Right? Where is that? To me, that's a huge player that, we'll have to watch and see how that develops. Because, I mean, according to last year's season, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of upside. But unfortunately, we've also seen this song and dance before.
Yes.
And we've seen it not work out.
Yes.
Right? So what do you feel about Ryan Shea? Who has bigger upside? You remember McMadoulin?
Well, Ryan Shea. Shea for sure. To me, McMadoulin.
I think Shea has a lot more pressure on him because now there's expectations for one solid year.
For sure. But he's shown more at the NHL level already in that 1 year. McMadoulin is younger, first round pick, but to me he is still like a ways away from being a solid defenseman in this league. Like they're going to give him a run, and in his comments to, I believe, a Russian article was saying he's highly motivated to play in Edmonton, and that's awesome. That's great. You want competition for that 60-man spot, and it seems like he's gonna try his best to hold on to that role. But I believe Ryan Shea, like, he could be one of those defensemen that emerges late in his career. And you're seeing Darren Radish going to Toronto. Like he was a guy, he was a career AHL guy.
Yeah.
And then has a couple years in AHL, and all of a sudden he's scoring 20 goals and has one of the hardest shots in the league. Like, that to me is, I'm not saying, expect Ryan Shea to take over PP1 for the Oilers next year, but what I'm saying is that he could totally fit in and slide in that third pair role perfectly. Like, he totally could be the guy that is like, to me, the ideal third pair guy is Brett Kulak, man. And that's why I hated the trade from day one from the Tristan Jarry. I know I'm bringing up old, it's PTSD for me to talk about as well. But that trade, I hated from day one. And not only because Brett Kulak was, yes, he had 1 year left, and was he going to resign? Who knows? But use him as a rental then. Like, he could have helped you last year. Instead, you throw him in to try to bring in a goalie that was worse than the goalie you had already.
Lots to watch. It's going to be interesting. I think Stan Bowman saved a bit of face, I would say, with that Darnell Nurse move.
For sure.
But the jury's still out, and there's a lot of question marks coming to camp. Appreciate your insight there, Benny. Love that. That was buying or selling for Damon Bunting. All right, we've got to get out. We have got Glen Suitor coming up. We're going to go around the CFL, see who's Glen Suitor's biggest surprise this season thus far. That's all coming up after the break. Brendan, Eric, take it away.
The Oilers have made some news as they've hired Hockey Canada's Misha Donskov to be a coaching consultant. 49-year-old will continue his role as Hockey Canada's Vice President of Hockey Operation and National Men's Hockey Coach, or team coach, while joining the Oilers for a select number of days at home each month. Big news out of Winnipeg, Connor Hellebuck has made his trade request public. The 33-year-old has 5 years remaining on his contract at $8.5 million per season. The Jays going to try and snag the rubber match against the Royals. That goes in about half an hour. Spencer Arrighetti throws for the Birds while Noah Cameron takes the ball for KC. First pitch at 5:07. A lighter nader around the majors. 4 games on the schedule. The Astros take on the Yankees in the Bronx. Sedane in New York. The Mets welcome the Brewers to Queens. The Dodgers look to avoid the sweep in Atlanta, while the nightcap in San Francisco has the D-backs in town. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area for over 30 years. Windsor Plywood has doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, a plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. Glen Suitor joins the fellas after the break. My name is Brendan Eric, and you're up to date.
EST Hangout.
Ricardo O'Donnell was on. Every single player has said in their own way, but nearly the same thing, the same sentiment that like this team is not only good on the field, but they connect with each other off the field, which can help a lot.
When your teammates are also your friends and you really care for their success as much as yours, it brings more heart and more motivation to win.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Wednesdays just got saucier at Mr. Mike's. It's Wing Wednesday, every Wednesday from 4 p.m. till close. Get 10 wings for just $10, or go big with the Wings and Frings platter for $19.98. Wash it all down with $7 steins of Antler Ale or Bighorn Lager, because wings were never meant to fly solo. Add fries, onion rings, or lodge chips for $4.99, because wings deserve a wingman. Great wings, cold beer, Wednesdays done right. Dine in only at participating Mr. Mike's locations. Mr. Mike's. Eat locally, enjoy casually.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The second half is yours. Bring the energy and lock in your seat with our new 5-game season pass, because the best way to experience Elks football is being there when it happens. For every tackle, every catch, every touchdown. Plus, every pass comes with a $25 voucher, so you're covered before you even take your seat. Half season, full energy. Get your season pass at goelks.com. Edmonton Elks, our city, our year.
Welcome back to the Reid Wilkins Show here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports. I like to add that in because we really got to accentuate that we are static free since 23, baby. That's EdmontonSportsTalk.com. All right, we've got to get to our next guest, who is joining us here on the Oil Country Towing Hotline. Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years, whether it's a game day or a snowstorm. We work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088. And with that, we bring in the one, the only, from CFL on TSN. It's Glen Suitor. Glen, how you doing today?
Doing well, gentlemen. I'm marveling at the fact that during the break, you guys are back there. What is it, playing horse, or what are you doing back there? I know you're shooting hoops or something.
Yeah, well, we're on location today from a great partner of Edmonton Sports Talk is Damon Bunting Real Estate. Okay. And this is his 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic, in which he raises funds for the Robin Hood Association out here in Sherwood Park. It's a wonderful group, wonderful partnership. And this is actually Damon's house. So we broadcast once a year live from his backyard. They're setting up, the Keg is doing a phenomenal dinner tonight. They're setting up all the tables over here. So Benny and I, we're actually tied up right now, Suits. Fill you in on a little sidebar from the show. We best of 5s. So Ben shot 5 3-pointers, I shot 5. And we've done that now 4 different rounds. And we're currently tied 2-2. So we're going to have a rubber match later in the show. We're trying to build it up. You know, I'd love to do it now in front of you as a wonderful audience, but I think that would be a complete waste of your time and your talent.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd like to get in on that. Played a little high school basketball, so I'd like to get in on that. And also, it sounds like the barbecue and everything else. We should have set this up to do it live.
You let me know. I can recreate it all. We'll have this all set up again. Thanks for taking time out of your day. Look, I know you got another place to be here soon, so we're not going to keep you long. We'll get right to it. Glen Suitor, who is the biggest surprise in the CFL thus far?
Yeah, there's a few surprises. You know, I think anyone would be lying to you if they didn't think that it was a surprise that an Ottawa team could go 0-10. I mean, yeah, I think most people thought they'd probably be chasing and they'd be lower in the standings and you know, fighting for every win. But I don't think anyone could have predicted 0-10. So, you know, and almost a stubborn sort of look at it because, and I'm going to oversimplify here, but when I watch that Ottawa team, it's kind of like watching hockey when it's not really the goalie's fault, but you're losing 4-0, and you say, you know what, the only guy that could provide a spark if we change it is changing the goalie.
Yeah,
it's really the only way to do it, and it's the same in Ottawa with the quarterback. I mean, with Jake Maier, it's not his fault that they're 0-10, but he's the only guy that they could change to see if it provided some sort of spark for the team. And they're not doing it. And I'm wondering how far that will go. And now, if you're the BC Lions who play them this weekend, or any other team that's playing them down the stretch here, boy, you don't want to be that first team. I'm telling you guys, it would be like losing your foul shots right when barbecue time is coming up and you got to pay the fiddler.
I agree with you on that one. Yeah, you do not want to be the team. And, you know, okay, I'll hop into that. Is that it? We'll stick with the Red Blacks. Is that what the Elks have gone through for the past couple of years, because there's been so much changeover with that organization, and they're just fighting through it, and they'll be okay in a year or two? Or is there something more to this, Glenn, that you think is maybe going to impact them for a longer time period?
Yeah, that's a real good question. It's hard to compare the two, but and I think if we're just talking about the most important position on the field, the Elks situation was a whole bunch of different faces that went through the transition. Sure. So they were trying to find the answer there, and I think how many quarterbacks started over those 3 years? Probably 3 or 4 at least. I think they were trying to find the right combination while building the team around it. And then for the Elks, going through some growing pains with a really young defense, especially in the back end and in their secondary. Guys that were rookies that were very inconsistent in that first year and probably should have won more games last year. And then you saw them in the back half of the season start to turn the corner. The secondary and defense played together, which you have to be great on defense. And then with the stability of Cody Fajardo and the eliteness, the high completion percentage, accuracy of Cody Fajardo, the guy who understands how the game is evolving and when he might want to be more conservative. And I know quarterbacks hate when you describe it like that, but there needs to be at times game management. And meaning, run the ball twice, and if you don't get the first down in this particular situation and you have to punt, it's better than turning it over here. You have to sort of figure those things out through time and experience, and Cody certainly has done that. To me, he's still being underrated. He's still, to me, in the conversation for MOP, and this team has the best chance in the West to finish first. So, as we turn the corner here on Labor Day, it's going to be a big stretch for them over the next 4 or 5 games. But yeah, I think it's a different scenario than Ottawa. Ottawa has sort of declined, and then their personnel is not there. Let's be honest about that. Yep. They need improvements in different areas in their personnel. But this quarterback situation this year has been unique and surprising to me. I mean, if you lose 3 or 4 in a row, maybe you go, you know what, let's try the new kid that no one knows anything about. Maybe he just won't know any better and go throw for 350 and we win a game. And the rest of the team rallies around it. So I don't know. I think it's different, but you're not far off, especially in our league. You get consistent quarterbacking, a couple of changes here and there, better on the O-line and D-line, and all of a sudden things can turn pretty quickly.
Yeah, it just really shows how important that starting quarterback is. I mean, it just really accentuates that. Look, I know you're going to go talk to your friends from Regina next, and that's where I want to head, Glen. Glen Suitor joining us, CFL on TSN, and former Rough Riders safety. Are the Rough Riders still legitimate Grey Cup contenders?
I think they are, depending on their injury list and when that team is going to get their receiving core back, basically. Yeah. I mean, they didn't have Sam Emlis or Keon Schaefer-Baker. They're 2 biggest stars probably outside of Keyshawn Johnson as far as, their top guys. And these are guys that are big on the explosion plays. These are guys that can get down the field, get on top of defenses, and make those big plays that really gut you as a defense. When you give up a 60-yarder, everyone's got their heads down, and that can really, run off course quickly. So, I think they're really missing the receiving core, and that's starting to show over the last couple of games. They missed them big time against Ottawa, but it was Ottawa. So they just waited for Ottawa to self-destruct, and then they beat Ottawa. Yeah. But then they started to play teams that aren't going to self-destruct, and their injuries in the receiving core have sort of shown up. And that's where I think, and then you take out A.J. Ouellette, because when you've lost some receivers, you want to lean towards maybe a tight end or an extra O-lineman up front, and then a fullback, and then you go to a heavy run game, especially on first down. But they don't have A.J. Ouellette either. So, I think the combination of those injuries have really, been hard on them.
So you're talking about the weapons there that Sask has been missing and what's led to them maybe struggling here. I want to ask you about the best team in the CFL right now in the Alouettes. Are we watching a historic season with Davis Alexander and Tyson Philpott right now?
Yeah, we are. And actually that's another surprise for me. I'm not surprised that they're good. I'm surprised that they're this good. I mean, 1,000-yard season in 8 games. I think only 3 guys have ever done that, and that's Tyson Philpott. And to be 20-1 in the regular season, and the only team that beat them was Edmonton. So and believe me, when we get to the playoffs, the Elks will have that in the back of their mind. If they can get through the West and get over there to that game in Calgary, and they say, you know what, we beat this team. We can beat this team. I remember back 1,000 years ago in '89 thinking we could beat Edmonton in that West final when they were 16-2 because we beat them in the regular season. And that was prominent in our minds. Anyway, I digress big time. That was 100 years ago.
Oh, you don't have
No one listening right now is even born then. But I am surprised that they're this good. I honestly, I've always liked their defense because even for veteran quarterbacks, it's hard to handle. It's a real show defense. They put a lot of people in the line of scrimmage. They drop some out. They'll drop defensive linemen because they have an athletic group back there. They can do that with very versatile players. So it's really tough to decipher their defense. I've always liked them, but I just didn't think it would be this explosive. And then you add Tice, their tailback, to this equation, and you got a 1,500-yard guy. There's no question. There's no argument that they're the best team in the CFL right now. I'm not surprised they're good. I'm surprised that they're this good.
Well, and that, the gift that keeps on giving is Noel Thorpe as a defensive coordinator. I mean, that guy has tricks up his sleeve for days. Glenn, one more quick one for you. As you know, we are in a backyard. We're in the backyard of one of our great partners, Damon Bunting, at his charity golf classic. We had an off-topic earlier about backyard games, bocce ball, what do we call it? Beanbags, cornhole.
Yeah.
Like, what's your go-to? Glenn's got a weekend off, at some point. I know you're busy with CFL, but let's just imagine weekend off. You're on the beach. You got your friends and family around you. You're having a couple suds. What's the game of choice for Glen Suitor?
Well, but you mentioned both of them because my front yard is this kind of wide open grass area. So we will take the whole barbecue to the front, set up little tables and chairs, and play bocce out there. Yes. And one of my buddies who does stats for us, Steve Martin, was a receiver of mine in high school when I played quarterback in high school here in North Vancouver. And we're still great friends, total Italian, like 100% Italian. And he is an awesome bocce player. So he's my partner always. Ooh. And I wish you guys would have given me a heads up on this. I would have brought down my cornhole trophy because when we on my back deck play cornhole, I usually, when the crew is in Vancouver for TSN, I'll have them over for a barbecue then, and we'll get cornhole going. And, it takes... I don't know, I'll put it to you this way. Like, Dustin was going to have to play against some high schoolers or something to get back into being ranked high enough that he can get back in the cornhole competition. And, and then when the guitars come out, again, Dustin has told me many times that it's not going to make the show. So I keep auditioning with the guitars, but he says it's not going to make the show. So I'm going to keep beating them in cornhole.
Just make sure the spice drum's there, Glenn, and I think all will be well.
All right.
Right?
I love it. I love it. It looks like you guys got a yard that you could get a little campfire sing-along going on.
We won't know. We'll find out where the night may take us, Glenn. But thank you for joining. I do got to add, we had Ref Week not that long ago, and we had one of the longest tenured refs in the CFL, Rob Skaggs, joined us.
Yeah,
he shot me a text and said that he'll see you in Regina this weekend.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, Rob's great. Great.
Yeah, he was a great guy. He donated a jersey to us.
And you know what, real quick, guys, the other surprise for me is how much I've liked and think the league has benefited from these rule changes this year. Now, let's wait and see for next year. They're more drastic then. And I know a lot of people are concerned about that. But let's see. But this year's changes, I think, have been excellent.
Right
that
on.
was a
Well,
surprise to me, too.
I agree with you on that for sure. And like I said, we'll see how it goes next year. Change is hard. We'll see if it's for the benefit or not. Glenn, thank you so much for hopping on. We appreciate you. We'll catch up with you. Have a great broadcast this weekend.
I appreciate it. Anytime, guys.
All right,
Good luck in the shoot around. I love it.
Thank you. I'm not nervous. We're good. We got this, Glenn. All right. That was Glen Suitor joining us on the the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. Always a great guest. Lovely guy to have on. But we've got to get out. Okay, coming up right after the break, Ryan Wood, beat writer with USA Today and host of Green Bay Nation. We're going to check in on the Green Bay Packers. So for all you cheeseheads out there, you're not going to want to go anywhere. We are coming to you live on location from the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic. We're in his backyard. At one point, we're going to have to settle this grudge match between you and Benny. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss it. Let's hear from our partners and then a sports update from Brendan Eric.
Two guys and a goalie.
What was your favorite thing about doing two guys and a goalie?
You know what? My favorite thing was just hanging out with you guys. And I'll say that.
Damn it, Cash, you're going to make me cry.
No, but it's true. It's true. It's just, it was, as I said before, you're hanging out with friends, you're having fun, you're talking about sports, you're meeting people where they're at, and through some crazy time, just always brought me joy.
Two Guys and a Goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Celebrate 50 years of the Toronto Blue Jays with Sentinel Storage. Enter for your chance to win the ultimate Jays collection of memorabilia. Visit bluejays.com/Sentinel Storage contest to enter and see full contest rules. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
The Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for any scenario. You finished work early? Happy hour. You finished work because you accidentally hit reply all to the entire company? Big happy hour. Your boss said, great job. Happy hour. Your boss said, per my last email. Ugh, emergency happy hour. You finally closed the big deal. Happy hour. With a huge selection of ice cold drinks and great food, the Canadian Brewhouse has a happy hour for whatever just happened at work. The Canadian Brewhouse. Your day just got happier.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including country music legend Lori Morgan, September 4th.
Except for Monday, which was
She's a Grammy nominee and a CMA Award winner with over a dozen top 10 hits.
part of no, don't you run.
Lori Morgan live at the River Cree September 4th. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Back to school? Really?
Yay! Really. As things settle back into a school routine in your home, you may need extra space. Sentinel Storage is here to help with a store near you. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca for details.
The Oilers made some news hiring Hockey Canada's Misha Donskov to be a coaching consultant. The 49-year-old will continue his role as Hockey Canada's Vice President of Hockey Operations and National Men's Team Coach while joining the Oilers for a select number of days at home each month. Out of Winnipeg, Connor Hellebuck has made his trade request public. The 33-year-old has 5 years remaining on his contract at $8.5 million per season. The Jays trying to snag the rubber match against the Royals. Spencer Arrighetti throws for the Birds as Noah Cameron takes the bump for the Royals. First pitch in only a couple minutes. Toronto also making roster moves ahead of the game. Michael Lorenzen comes over from the Rockies after being DFA'd. Lorenzen owns a 7.08 ERA across 25 starts. This sports update is brought to you by The Ranch. The Ranch Golf Club delivers premier conditions, top-notch service, and unmatched value every round. That's why they're Alberta's top choice for corporate golf events. Visit theranchgolf.com to book a tee time today. Hour 3 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Welcome back to the Reid Wilkins Show, coming to you live from the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic here at Broadmoor Golf Course in Sherwood Park. We are coming to you live from Damon Bunting's backyard. Over the past 8 years, the Damon Bunting Charity Classic has raised more than $186,000 in support of the Robin Hood Association. And we're just proud to be here. Every year we are live on location. We're going to have two very special guests joining us here in about 20 minutes' time. Alice Koss, Manager of Partnerships and Relationships with the Robin Hood Association, as well as CEO Anne-Marie Lepond is going to be right here, and we're going to find out why and what and all those fun things. Brendan, you just let me know when you've got our next guest lined up. We've got Ryan Wood, beat writer with USA Today, covers the Green Bay Packers and part of the Green Bay Nation podcast, will be joining us right here. Programming note as well is that we will settle this.
This has to be.
We were shooting around in the break, and I may have stumbled on something.
You may figure it out.
I think I've been shooting about a foot outside the 3-point line.
I don't want to be winning Game 5 off of making one shot. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Nobody should be proud of that.
Yeah. So let's. I hope it's a good battle between both of us for Game 5.
I'm sure it will be. We'll have to get to the bottom of it in the final half hour, maybe the final segment. We'll just keep baiting it. But without further ado, we got to get to Ryan Wood out of Green Bay. He's beat writer with USA Today and has a podcast, Green Bay Nation. Ryan Wood, welcome to the Reid Wilkins Show. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Great. Thank you very much for joining us. Tell us a little more about Green Bay Nation. Like, how long has that been going on?
Yeah, that's a weekly TV show that I do up here with the local CBS affiliate, and a lot of good guys. It's always, you guys know this. It's always fun to sit back and cut up about sports. So it's a good time. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong, right?
I agree. I tell my wife quite often that I'm just so happy somebody pays me to do this. I mean, we're pretty lucky to get here and sit and talk about sports.
And
I know you
can't, and so is my wife as well. Yes.
Yeah. It sounds like the same. You can't see where we are. We're live on location at a charity golf tournament. So we're actually broadcasting from an outdoor basketball court. I wish you could see here. Benny and I don't know if you've heard, we are engaged in an enthralling 5-game series of 3-point shooting in which we both completely failed. So, do you have any tips? Are you a basketball guy, Ryan? Like any shooting tips for Benny and I as we get ready for the 5th and final match here?
Well, I was born and raised in Indiana.
Yes,
so if you know anything about the state of Indiana, one of the few things that Indiana is known for, Jimmy Chitwood, Hoosiers, basketball, right? So yeah, I mean, it was where I grew up. It was every farmhouse, every driveway, there's a basketball hoop, and that's all we did for hours on end. You got to keep that elbow tucked. You got to keep those fingers spaced apart, put the rotation on it, try to put it through the rim.
Yeah, Benny's shot has my co-partner here. You would laugh at the lack of rotation on his shot, but I must digress. We got to talk Packers here. Look, Jordan Love, good QB. Does he have to elevate to an MVP level QB for this Packers team to win the NFC North?
Well, it'd help for sure, right? And that's the last step he has to go. Is Jordan Love a good QB? Yes, he's a very good QB. He's a surefire top 10 QB in the league. Maybe borderline right outside the top 5, but he's not a top 5 quarterback yet, and that's the last rung on his ladder. And what that looks like is, you talk about the Josh Allens in this league, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, obviously. Those guys in a league that's built on parity, a league designed for week in and week out, the games go down to the wire. those guys consistently move the needle in winning moments, right? It goes something beyond, do you have the arm strength? Can you run the offense? Can you go through your progressions, hit the right read, the timing? It's, can you go out and win the game? Do you move that needle? And I think last year when you look at Jordan Love's 2025, those moments didn't happen enough for him to be on that top level. But he's got everything else. He's got every other tool in the quarterback bag that I just mentioned. Jordan Love has it. So can he take that next step? I think that's a huge part of this season for this team.
Ryan Wood joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show, covers the Green Bay Packers, beat writer with USA Today. Who are the Packers' top 3 receivers right now?
That's the easy part. It's Christian Watson, Matthew Golden, Jaden Reed. And if you want to throw Tucker Kraft, and he's not a receiver on the depth chart, on the roster, but for all intents and purposes, that's the safety net for Jordan Love. So really there's a top 4, which is fine. That's pretty normal in this league to have a clear rotation. It's very different, though, than what the Packers have been doing the last few years, where they've had a ton of mouths to feed in this passing game. Probably too many, considering you only have one football. They let Romeo Doubs go in free agency. They traded Dontavian Wicks to Philadelphia. Really with that in mind, knowing that, okay, one ball, it's great to have all this depth, but wanting to channel down the lanes in the passing game so that everyone's role makes sense. And they've really been able to do that. Now you hope injuries don't hit, but behind those top 3, you've got guys that are really talented, like second-year receiver, third-round pick last year, Savion Williams. They've got a couple special teams aces that for a week or two on offense can carry the water, and Bo Melton and Sky Moore. Those aren't guys that you want to have fill big roles for half the season. But for a week or two as injury replacements, I think the Packers feel like they're fine there. I'm expecting them to keep 6 receivers. That's not light on numbers, you know. And the bottom of that depth chart is a lot of special team production. So I think they're going to be fine there.
Ryan, I mean, you're talking about some possible injury substitutions for the wide receiver spot. Now, there's some bad press around the starting running back right now for the Green Bay Packers and Josh Jacobs. What's the latest update on him? Is he available to play to start the season? And then on top of that, if he is out, who's his replacement? What's the confidence in being able to replace Josh Jacobs?
Well, there is a latest update on him, which for months now it's been radio silent. But today, Josh Jacobs was charged with 2 misdemeanors, 1 count of battery, 1 count of destruction of physical property, because of the late May arrest that he had. And we hadn't heard anything on Josh Jacobs until today. So you just got to look at the tea leaves. We still don't know what the NFL punishment will be. I think it's hard to imagine that there won't be some kind of punishment. The NFL's player conduct policy makes it very clear that for even first-time offenders, if the league deems that domestic violence is the heart of the dispute, that's a flat baseline 6-game suspension. Now, there are mitigating factors that can either amplify or reduce that suspension. The fact that it's 2 misdemeanors, could that be a mitigating factor that reduces? Perhaps. Josh Jacobs' attorneys in their statement made it very clear, and almost kind of a plea to the league, saying that the charges did not include domestic violence, kind of their request for something less than 6 games. We'll have to see how that shakes out, but this was a very significant movement in the Josh Jacobs legal situation, and the next step you would think is hearing from the league.
Yeah, something for sure. I mean, I'm sure that's keeping a lot of the Green Bay media on their phones, checking updates and seeing
Fantasy
how that's
owners as well. That's
a lot of implications here for sure.
Big get.
Another player that is not as much, I guess, as an unknown. Micah Parsons will return. It's just a matter of exactly when. But how much is that missing the start of the regular season going to impact the Packers defense overall?
Well, they got to figure that out, because when you don't have Micah Parsons on the field for your defense, it's impossible not to notice. He is just one of those guys that there's no answer for in what he does. They lost 5 straight games without him last year. They had a 9-point third-quarter lead in Denver, and they not only lost that game, but all the other games too. That's the significance of Micah Parsons. I think that's a direct correlation. how do you piece something together with the pass rush when you don't have him? Well, Jonathan Gannon in camp's been very aggressive with his blitz scheme, sending corners, sending guys from all over. They're going to have to generate some of that, and then hope that they have Javon Hargrave now. He has had a long track record as a productive interior pass rusher in this league. They'll pair him next to Devontae Wyatt, who for the past couple of years has seemed like he's an up-and-comer as a defensive tackle, if not for injuries that have gotten in the way. And then rotation guys, first-round pick in 2023, Lucas Van Ness. Is this the year that he breaks out? Boy, the Packers need him to. He was a 13th overall pick. Because of injury, because of lack of production, he's never played up to that level. This would be a great time to start because it's going to be Lucas Van Ness on the edge until Micah Parsons returns. So it kind of what I just described there for you is the kitchen sink approach, all hands on deck from whatever means necessary. Whatever cliche you want to use, that's where the Packers are until October when Micah Parsons comes back, and then it's just pin his ears back and let him go hit the quarterback.
Ryan, just to wrap up with you here, I'm going to give you a little bit of insight about my fandom. So I started off as a Miami Dolphins fan a couple of years ago, watching games with my buddy. And then, I wasn't.
Benny's a 22-year-old young man.
I'm young, and to me, I didn't have any personal ties to that team. And obviously, them watching them blow up, I was like, okay, I'm leaving them. All right. So, starting last year, I was a free agent. And I'm heading to this year also a free agent. And I've been asking, NFL guys that we've had on our show, if you were to sell their team to a fan, what would that be? So for in this instance here, Green Bay, if you had to sell it to a fan, if you had to win me over to become a fan of the Green Bay Packers, what would you say?
Well, you start here with tradition and history, right? I mean, if you want a true ingrained in the fabric of the story of this league, it really starts with Vince Lombardi, the Green Bay Packers, Lambeau Field. And from there, not many teams have been able to do what the Packers have done in terms of 3 quarterbacks in 3 decades and really had contention every single year. That is very hard to do. So if you're the type of fan that wants to know that your team is always going to be in the hunt, I mean, there's always, every single year, going to be meaningful December, early January football, a stretch run, playoff contention, that's for you. Now, the downside of that is if you're the type of fan that wants your heart ripped out in January, that's probably for you as well. Because for all that contention, 2 Super Bowls in 30 years, that's a lot of heartbreak, but it's also a lot of entertainment, and it's a lot of knowing that you're going to be in the hunt.
And I'll say this too. My dad is a Packers fan, so he's been trying to get me onto this team for a while, and so I've gotten to witness some of his disappointment with the Packers as well. But it's one of my front runners. So that was a pretty good pitch there. I like.
That wasn't a pretty good pitch. Ryan Wood joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Ryan, that was the best pitch I've heard. I mean, we are almost through the NFC entirely. All we have left is the NFC East.
It's
As
a little
now,
easy with the Packers.
Yeah.
They kind of sell themselves, right? Like, there's just not a lot of teams that have been able to, in this league, that every year you go in and you know that there's going to be some dark horse you don't expect to make the playoffs. Every year you go in, you know there's going to be a team that everyone thought would make the playoffs. The Ravens last year. Everybody thought Baltimore Ravens were winning the AFC North, and if not that, at least a wild card. They don't make the playoffs. Like, that happens every year, except for the Packers. They're extremely consistent, and a lot of that is good. A lot of sports at this level is it's volume shooting and trying to get into the playoffs as many times as possible. And then one of these times you get hot. They've just taken that volume shooting to an extreme of they haven't gotten hot a lot. So it's not 100% good there, but there's a lot of things they've done that most of this league is trying to figure out how.
Well, like I said, you nailed it. That was the best pitch we've heard. You are the leader in the clubhouse, I would say, right now. Yeah. And given the affiliation with you could have that linear relationship with the dad that already cheers for the Packers. Ryan, you nailed it. Well done. Hey, can people I know you said it was with, I believe, a CBS affiliate, that being the Green Bay Nation show. Can people follow you or see some of your work on YouTube?
You know what? I'm not the producer for that show. I don't think they put it on YouTube. We do have a Green 19 podcast with my newspaper, with the Green Bay Press Gazette, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. You can go there for that, PackersNews.com for all of our daily stories. It's obviously it's an exhaustive content production time of year, getting ready for week one, coming out of training camp, Final Cut Sunday. It just never stops, this NFL machine. So PackersNews.com for all the latest updates on the Packers.
Ryan Wood, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll have to catch up later in the season.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, that was Ryan Wood, beat writer with USA Today, joining us here, also host of Green Bay Nation. All right, we've got to get out. Coming up next, we've got Alice Koss and CEO of Robin Hood Association, Anne-Marie Lepin, joining us here. They're going to tell us, why are we here? Why are we on Damon Bunting's basketball court? What does it all mean? What's the relationship? What is Robin Hood? I know. Do you? We're going to find out next. Stay tuned.
The Oilers have made some news as they've hired Hockey Canada's Misha Donskov to be a coaching consultant. The 49-year-old will continue his role as Hockey Canada's Vice President of Hockey Operations and National Men's Team Coach while joining the Oilers for a select number of days at home each month. Big news out of Winnipeg. Connor Hellebuck has made his trade request public. The 33-year-old still has 5 years remaining on his contract at $8.5 million per season. The Jays, they're live, trailing early in the top of the first, 2-0. The Royals lead, pressing 1 out, 2 men on. Toronto also making some roster moves ahead of today's game. Michael Lorenzen comes over from the Rockies after being DFA'd. Lorenzen owns a 7.08 ERA across 25 starts. And quickly over to the NFL. Seahawks defensive tackle Leonard Williams officially makes himself a very rich man, signing a 3-year extension worth $90 million, 56 of that guaranteed money. This sports update is brought to you by the Elks. It doesn't start on game day, it starts before kickoff. Get your single game tickets today and be there for every hit, catch, and touchdown. Lock in your seats now at goelks.com/tickets. A quick break and then the boys get right back in the saddle. My name is Brendan Eric, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
This is bad news. It's not good. Oilers forwards Matthias Janmark, Matt Savoy, along with defenseman Alec Regula and goaltender Freddie Anderson will not participate in next month's training camp. You know, there's some positive ways you could look at this. Devin Levi, does he get in there? And then all of a sudden, does he steal the crease from Tristan Jarry? Does Ike Howard, does he get to the top 6?
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
One moment, you're driving to work. The next, you're facing serious injuries, mounting paperwork, and insurance companies focused on their bottom line. That's where you want Rick Mallett and the team at Hammer Injury Law on your side. For more than 35 years, Rick has helped injured Albertans stand up to insurance companies and pursue the compensation they deserve, with no legal fees unless your case is successful. Serious injuries need the Hammer. Call 1-855-98-HAMMER.
What's that number again?
1-855-98-HAMMER. Or learn more at hammerinjurylaw.ca.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Ready to raise the stakes? At Play Alberta, bigger bets and buy-ins are now available for nearly all live dealer games. From blackjack to baccarat, your favorite tables are waiting to deal you in. Whether you're kicking back at home or looking for some fun on the go, now's your chance to enhance your Play Alberta experience with new elevated stakes. Visit playalberta.ca/EST to learn more. That's playalberta.ca/EST. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, use your game sense.
It's the weekend, the sun is out, and everyone, yes, even the kids, are bored. Bring them to the Canadian Brewhouse. Our patios have games to keep the whole family going, rooftop views, real turf to run around on, and misters for when the summer gets serious. Oh, and we've still got the game on. Always. All day. All weekend. All summer. The Canadian Brewhouse. Canada's best patios.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences. Plus, all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom. And from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Boy.
Welcome back to the Reid Wilkins Show, live on location from the mobile Canadian Brewhouse studio here at the Damon Bunting Charity Classic, the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic. And I am joined by two very special guests. We've got Alice Koss, Manager of Partnerships and Relationships with Robin Hood Association, and CEO Anne-Marie Lapon are both joining us here. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. I guess let's kick it off with you, Anne-Marie. Why are we here?
Why are we here? Because Damon is awesome.
Damon is awesome.
He is awesome. He has been a supporter and partner of Robin Hood for many years, and I think it goes back to his childhood when I hear about how he was connected. He went to school across the street from the Robin Hood School and really was integrated from the time he was a young boy, and just knew some of the work that we did and became interested in finding out more about us and started this tournament here 9 years ago.
Yeah, I think one of the, he was like, there was a buddy system at his elementary school, and that's how he met some of the folks that we still support. So he's maintained those friendships for decades.
Yeah, and that's one thing I know about Damon and the Bunting family, to be in full disclosure. I grew up with that family. I grew up going to church with the Buntings, and they always had a connection to Robin Hood Association. We were talking in the break. I have a connection as well. My cousin Doug, I think one of you just saw him yesterday.
This morning.
Yeah, he uses the Robin Hood Association. So we understand the importance of that. How can you tell our listeners and the people watching the importance and just how impactful Robin Hood Association is?
Well, we've been an organization, a disability service organization, for over 63 years here in Strathcona County, Sherwood Park, Fort Saskatchewan. I think we've been really instrumental in the family supports across this community for individuals that have a developmental disability and families that have required supports from the time their children have been diagnosed, right through to helping with parent skills, respite services, and then finding community purpose and place for individuals to be part of their community. And that's something that I think is really important, that we have an inclusive community and an inclusive society, and that everybody is got purpose and abilities that we need to respect and to share together.
And I think what's kind of impressive too is that, you know, as Anne-Marie said, Robin Hood's been part of the Strathcona County community since 1963, and we started with just 12 students that we were supporting, and it was started by parents who just wanted a better future for their kids with disabilities. And now we've grown to this organization that serves 350 children, give or take, and their families, and 350 adults. And I think we're one of the county's largest employers. So we've really grown a ton over the last 60 plus years. And I think, you know, if you're a part of the Strathcona County community, chances are you see that, like, we have people who want to be part of the Robin Hood Association. They'll move to Strathcona County just to receive Robin Hood services. So I think it does speak to, you know, just the impact.
It is very impactful, and it's something that is a shining star for the county of Strathcona. It's somebody that's been born and raised here. Robin Hood is synonymous with Strathcona County, Sherwood Park, and that's why I really want to spread the message, because there's, you know, over the past, this is the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic, and it's raised almost $190,000. I mean, that is a lot. Like, congratulations. Congrats, Damon.
Totally.
We know Damon. Our listeners know Damon, and he's just a lovely guy. You know that. But why should people go? And we've been sharing the link to get to the silent auction. We've been sharing the link to get to the 50-50. It's on our YouTube page description. But where does that money go? When somebody says, you know what, I'm going to buy that 50 ticket, where does that money go? How does it help?
There's so many ways that money is used. Anything from infrastructure. I was saying to Alice earlier, I mean, Sherwood Park alone had unprecedented rain this season. We had water infiltration in our children's center, and that is the hub for things like our summer camps for kids that have disabilities. It's also a location for the Strathcona County Boys and Girls Club. We have parks that we're trying to maintain. So the infrastructure for sure is part of it, but sensory equipment, play equipment. We just had to refinish our gym floor in the children's center and put in some new basketball hoops. So that's where the money goes, is that for operations for sure, and for really sensory kinds of play and learning.
Yeah, and it's funny because when we at the moment we have about $104,000 of work that needs to be done at our Children and Youth Community Center, which is home to Robin Hood's Children and Youth Services, but also Boys and Girls Club, as Anne-Marie said. And sometimes, as in my role, my job is to raise awareness, right, about what our needs are, and often the needs aren't particularly glamorous, right? But they really are so necessary for us to continue to provide quality services to the kids and the families that we support. And I think what's particularly exciting about the Damon Bunting event is that we partner with the Rogers Charity Classic, which is a golf tournament that happens in Calgary, or I think it already did just happen
last weekend.
Yeah. And they have a campaign called Birdies for Kids, where contributions are matched up to 50%. So we're able to funnel the proceeds from this golf tournament through Birdies for Kids, so people their impact can go so much farther.
So not only would they be donating to Robin Hood, but it would be matched
up to 50%
as well.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Okay, it's a tiered thing. So if we hit a certain total, it's 50%, and then depending on how much we go above that total, then it sort of reduces the percentage. But it's a really impactful campaign, and in the past, it's really helped to up the proceeds from this event in particular.
So why for both of you? And Anne-Marie, I'll let you go first. What's the connection? What drew you to this? Because it
drew me to this the sector working with disability services.
Yeah, Robin Hood Association, because it's a lot.
Yep. You know what? I was bright-eyed and young back many, many years ago. I won't say how many.
Okay.
I ended up having a great opportunity of actually through my college program at that time to do my practicum at Robin Hood. And Robin Hood was really an organization, and still is today, that is very reputable across the province. We've been very influential and worked a lot with government relations and other sector organizations to advocate for people with disabilities. And it was something that was just very interesting to me. When I did my practicum, almost 30 plus years ago, my number one experience was Robin Hood. And I came back and I worked through Robin Hood in many different, from frontline services right through to where I am today, which was not what my vision was back 35 years ago. But it has been very rewarding. It is something that, as a sector, it is something that you can have a really positive influence on. You can see the impact that you have for families to feel like there is hope and that there is a future for their children, and that as they become adults, they are part of a community that is accepting. And people like Damon and the supporters here have really embraced that and understand the importance of being part of that community.
Alice?
Yeah, well, it was actually my dad who introduced me to Robin Hood Association, because he's a mechanical engineer, and he was adapting bicycles for people with disabilities.
Get out of here.
So he was working he had previously worked at United Cycle and had kind of done some of those bike adaptations in his work there, and then it turned into his own business. And anyway, so he had connections with our therapy team at Robin Hood, our physiotherapy team. And so anyway, I had been working in the corporate sector, kind of like fresh out of music school, actually.
Really?
And I was just hating it, and just that working for the man and just feeling like a total, peon. And my dad was I just want to do something that matters. And he was like, you should apply at Robin Hood. They're like, it's such a great organization. So I literally just walked in with a resume, and I think I spoke to Anne-Marie at the time.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if you have any positions available. This is my skill set. So I initially started, my position was assistant to the CEO, which was not Anne-Marie at the time. But I've also, traversed through various roles in the organization, and I've been there for it's been 20 years now. It's actually been over 20 years. And I think, people stay at Robin Hood because there's an amazing family, work-life balance. There's also just this real feeling of working towards something that matters, and you see it. You just see it in you walk into the building and it's just this tangible thing. You can just see people's days, being improved just by being, at our facilities and being out in the community. And I think that's also a really compelling reason to support Robin Hood's work, is because it's so hyper local.
Yes.
There's so many amazing charities. Of course, there's so many amazing charities for people to direct their money at. But I think also, I know I've talked to Damon about this. One of the reasons he's wanted to continue supporting Robin Hood through this event is because he can see the impact. He can literally meet the people that, and have relationships with the people whose lives are being impacted by this event and, by our broader fundraising efforts. So
I think what's really cool about Alice's experience too is the gifts that our staff have been able to bring forward. And you speak about having a music background, right? Alice and her husband were instrumental in a music program and having that kind of impact. They cut a record.
Yeah, my cousin Doug was a part of that record.
Totally.
All in
And he was so, I think it came out and he was selling them to us at Christmas time. And we were all like, we got to buy Doug's disc.
Totally. We
that's
recorded
awesome.
in a professional recording studio. We brought in my husband, actually I should give him credit, but he was at the time the instructor of our music and arts program. And he and the other instructor were bringing in local singer-songwriters and musicians, and they were writing songs with the folks that we support in these art and music classes. And then with these songs they wrote, they recorded them in a professional studio and made this album. And it's not the only one. Our other instructor, Tim Balash, has recorded some really cool kind of electronic albums with our guys. So yeah, I mean, I think we see a lot, right? There's such varied programs. There's a lot of community access through different, music and art and, fitness and health opportunities in the community, but there's also stuff happening at our centers.
Yeah, so many good stories. Even if you go into our YouTube link, you'll see some stories of community partners that have really embraced Robin Hood and bringing their arts or their gifts to us. And I think there's some wonderful stories to just see the impact that we do have across this community.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. It's amazing. I know firsthand how much this means to the community and to families of this community as well. I will let you know we have a morning show that does love songs. They play songs every day. They make songs about Oilers trades, Elks moments. They are in love with songs. So you got to reach out to Dusty. Maybe the Robin Hood could
take out our old CDs.
ESP Robin Hood collab
of sports fans.
That would be something, because I met a couple of the fellas here today. I met Jay, and I forget the other guy. I actually went to high school with the other guy that was in the Indianapolis Colts hat. Tyler.
Oh, Tyler is all over sports.
And they're in love with the Oilers. And so maybe there's something we could do there.
But, totally.
So somebody's listening to this, somebody's watching this, and they say, you know what? I want to do something. How do I help? How do they do that?
How do they help? One, come and work for us. If this is a passion and this is something that you have a belief and a value, we will provide you with training and the resources to be part of our team. That is really an important facet of this organization. Certainly the links I think that you've shared today for 50/50s or become a monthly donor or a sponsor, get involved in our Sledge Hockey Day. That's next year.
Yes.
Next, I think we'll see you there, Jay.
Yeah, that's right. That's at Millennium Place, right?
Millennium Place in March.
And you guys take it over. It's great for the kids, great for the family.
Yeah.
I've attended that. It's incredible.
It's so fun.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun, and we really get to see the abilities of people, and they are really on par with other teams that put forward a sledge hockey team to sponsor, and they're really quite challenged to beat people with maybe wouldn't be considered able-bodied, and it's very cool to see on level playing fields and the impact. It's a tough sport.
It is. Yeah, it is. It does level everything up. I'll tell you that. Okay, this was great. Are there any specific silent auction items that you've circled, Alice, that would say?
Oh, I think that Bouchard stick is pretty compelling. That signed Bouchard stick, and then there's a dinner for four at the Keg. There's a really nice Jacek chocolate basket.
Well,
so
we all love
everyone.
sports. We all love eating, and we definitely love chocolate. So
Totally.
The link again, it's in our YouTube show description, but it's DBCC-RHA. That's the Robin Hood Association .square.site. You can sign up for the live auction. You can check that out. You can check out the 50/50 right there. I'm not sure of a current total, but it will be awarded tonight. So get on it before it's too late.
And if I can add, if anyone
go
wants
ahead.
to just make a donation,
sure,
they can go to robinhoodassoc.com, or they can just Google Robin Hood Association.
So
It'll
Robin
come
Hood
up.
Assoc,
Exactly.
short for association.com. Okay.
And when they go to our donate page, they'll see the option to donate through Birdies for Kids, in which case their donation will be matched up to 50%.
Sure.
Or they can donate just like regularly through our Robin Hood platform. So it's
Is there like a monthly option?
Yes, there is. Yeah.
Where somebody says, you know what, I don't have enough to put together a lump sum right now, but I just want to continue, because a lot of people do that to
monthly
budget.
donors. It's like a huge help.
And that's all on that RHAassoc.com.
Robin Hood Association.
RobinHoodAssoc.com. All right. CEO Anne-Marie Lapon and Alice Koss, thank you so much,
Thank
ladies.
you.
Enjoy the
It was
night.
wonderful.
I'm going to be taking the mic later, and Damon is going to wine me and dine me and try to get me to sell some more things.
Oh, I thought you were going to do karaoke.
Well, I can do that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't try me.
Bring it.
Maybe I will. You're the musician here. Actually, I am the EST musician. I was involved in a band a long time ago. We don't need to get into it.
Oh, maybe we do.
Awesome.
All right, this was fantastic. We're going to be back. Benny and I are going to shoot some more baskets and finish this dang thing off. This is the Reid Wilkins Show, coming to you live from the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic. We'll be right back.
The Oilers have made some news as they've hired Hockey Canada's Misha Donskov to be a coaching consultant. The 49-year-old will continue his role as Hockey Canada's Vice President of Hockey Operations and National Men's Team Coach, while joining the Oilers for a select number of days at home each month. Big news out of Winnipeg, Connor Hellebuck has made his trade request public. The 33-year-old still has 5 years remaining on his contract at $8.5 million per season. The Jays trying to snag the rubber match against the Royals. Currently in the top of the second, the Royals pushing again, 1 out. Runners on first and second as they lead the Jays 2-0. Toronto making a roster move ahead of today's game. Michael Lorenzen comes in from the Rockies after being DFA'd. Lorenzen owns a 7.08 ERA across 25 starts. Meanwhile, in the NBA, Raptors, they've announced that they will raise Kyle Lowry's number 7 to the rafters January 10th following a matchup against his hometown Philadelphia 76ers. The boys going to finish off the show right after the break. My name is Brendan Eric, and you're up to date.
ESPN EST Afternoons.
Winnipeg Sports Talk, Connor Rabchuk. Like, he has a full no movement, but he's requested a trade. Can he still dictate where he wants to go if he's requesting a trade?
You can't just request a trade publicly, but like, I only really want to go to Vegas. Like, that wouldn't be great. I do think, though, that Connor Hellebuck would be open to more change than, say, a Dylan Larkin.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
The River Cree Resort and Casino features the best in live entertainment, including country music legend Lori Morgan, September 4th.
Except for Monday, which was
She's a Grammy nominee and a CMA Award winner with over a dozen top 10 hits.
part of no, don't you want?
Lori Morgan live at the River Cree, September 4th. Tickets for this show and more at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
All right. Welcome back to the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, guest co-host Benny Thompson, and Brendan Eric working the ones and twos back at ESTHQ. We are coming to you live on location from the 9th annual Damon Bunting Charity Classic. Over the past 8 years, the Damon Bunting Charity Classic has raised more than $186,000 in support of the Robin Hood Association. If you're watching on YouTube or if you're listening on the audio stream, we appreciate it. If you want to help, the link to the 50/50, the silent auction, it's all in our YouTube description. It is dbcc-rha.square.site. A reminder, we're coming to you from the mobile Canadian Brewhouse studio. Good day, bad day, either way, happy hour is on at the Canadian Brewhouse, Monday to Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. with deals starting at $3.99. The Canadian Brewhouse, your day just got happier. Look, today we got to talk about the SDs presented by Mr. Mike's. Wednesdays just got saucier at Mr. Mike's. It's Wing Wednesday. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. till close, get 10 wings for just $10. Or go big with the wings and frings platter for $19.98. Dine in only, Mr. Mike's. Eat locally, enjoy casually. Today's topic of discussion is Show of the Year, and I'm going to go ahead and nominate this damn show because it's been pretty fun. We've got I guess 2 bullet points on the agenda, if you were to say. We've got to solve this basketball case.
Yes.
For those of you just tuning in, Danny and I have been competing on this basketball hoop behind us, 3-point shot competition. I was up early Ben fought his way back. The series is tied at 2 as of right now. 5 shots each. Winner wins. It's winner go home right now. Benny is going to go first. Good luck to you, Benjamin.
Thank you. Let's go.
Let's do it. I will narrate for those on the audio stream. It's just, I mean, what a wonderful day. I think Benny's hot right now. I'm going to tell you guys. Like, he could go off here. Starting at the top of the three-point line, he's been practicing every break. First shot up, looks good. Oh, boy. That was online. 0 for 1 goes Ben Thompson. A little short front rim. See if he can recover and rebound. This one is off to the left. 0 for 2. Benny Thompson is. Got nice shoes, though. Form has gotten better. Rotation of the ball still stinks. But baby steps. Third shot of the match for Ben Thompson. It's up. It is way right. Oh, no. It is way right. Golly. That was bad. We can't cut it. It's on live television, Benjamin. We can't cut it. Shot 4 coming up. Ben is 0 for 3 currently. Can he rebound? It's up. It looks good. Oh, man. Back rim. It'd been front rim, back rim, and no rim. This is the 5th shot. You'd want to make one. Going away. It's up. It's no good. It's short. Well, Ben, I feel I still gotta go. Like, I mean, I could come up here and totally, poop the bed. I could, Ben. I could poop the bed. It could have happened. I haven't won yet.
Let's go.
I still gotta go shoot.
Go shoot.
I could lose.
Just go shoot.
Just do it.
Just go shoot.
All right. You want me to win on the first shot?
Yeah. Just end it.
Okay.
Just end it, man. Put me out of my misery.
Glasses or no glasses?
I mean, I want glasses. So. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I've been shooting on this mini hoop for 20 minutes now, and it's thrown off my deception. Just end it. Just get it out of the way. And Jay goes left. That's 0 for 1 for Jay. Now, he has missed the first 4 shots every round, and that's 0 for 2. So maybe this is the case. And, well, he leaves it for the last shot. Who knows? But Jay Milne, here he is. Shooting his 3rd shot. 1, all it takes. Front rim. Misses. Here he is. Jay, 0 for 3 so far. If he makes one of the next 2 shots, he wins the best of 5. If he doesn't, we're going to have to go to a playoff.
I figured it out. I've been shooting too far.
Okay.
I got to actually shoot from the
Okay, so he's figured it out. He has figured it out. Here we go. Jay Milne just needs to make this shot here. Oh! Jay Milne hits both sides of the rim, and it's out. It's down to 1 shot. I don't know. I have no idea how that stays out. Jay Milne down to 1 shot. If he misses the shot, we're going to have to go into a playoff. Jay Milne, it's up. There's no way. There's absolutely no way I got Kawhi shotted. There's no way. Hits the front of the rim, left side of the rim, back rim. Yeah, that's not that good. There's no way. There's no way. Absolutely no way. Wow. All it took was 1 shot, man.
Oh. Whoops. Did I just hit that 50-footer too? Maybe. You know what, Ben? It was good.
That was a hell of a series. Not really, but it was entertaining.
Entertaining
for sure.
I think I just tore my hamstring jumping over the tennis net. That's okay. I mean, I win. I'm the winner.
You do. You are the winner. Yeah. Wow. That was tough. That was tough.
I would love if somebody, we should cut it up, because if you cut this up and you did it like bang, 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 we would look so bad.
Oh, so bad. Oh my God.
We were awful.
Oh,
We were awful. Thank goodness they've got Damon's assistant here, Devin, is taking clips during the day. Thank God she took a clip of Ben actually making a shot.
No, I definitely deserve the L there. That's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough. Game 5, though. At least we made it entertaining. Down to the last shot.
Well, it's almost like it was planned.
Yes. So
I don't think either of us
hits off the rim 3 times. That's
fun times. All right, we got to get to the words of the day.
Can I borrow a piece of paper?
Yeah, give her. Words of the day. These are a Bootski special for Benny old-timing golf term bonus edition. This is a bonus edition, old-timey golf terms. First one, niblick.
Oh, my goodness.
Niblick.
Niblick.
Boom.
Come
Yes,
on.
1 for 1. Let's
Come
go,
on.
baby.
Let's go. Niblick. I'm going to say it's another term for the ball being kind of like when you're putting and it rolls out, like what's the? I'm blanking on like the other word for it. It's like lips out. Can I get a sentence?
Grandpa used to complain how much he missed his old niblick when he'd take 5 shots to get out of the sand trap.
Oh, so it's a type of sand wedge.
Oh yes, it is.
Okay, there you go. Sweet.
The definition is an old-fashioned heavy golf club with a deeply slanted face that corresponds to a modern 9-iron or high-lofted club.
Okay.
Second word, flusher.
Flusher?
Flusher.
Flusher.
Correct.
Come on.
Flusher.
I've been nailing the spelling all week this week.
I'll give you the sentence because I don't want you to get it. Yeah. After he beat me with a flusher on 18, I told him he should probably wipe before going into the clubhouse.
Whoa. What?
A bootski. You're a little naughty there.
Was that a bootski?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Like I don't know. It's a it's a driver. It's a heavy driver from back in the day.
Incorrect. A flusher is a putt that circles the entire cup, then goes in.
Oh.
Like a.
Oh. So how did that make sense? Read the sentence one more time.
I don't know. I'm asking the same question. After he beat me with a flusher on 18, I told him he should probably wipe before going into the clubhouse. I still don't understand.
Okay.
I'm just happy I win.
I thought
old people won, young people 0.
I thought with beat.
That's all the story is from today.
Beat. Like I didn't think like winning in a game. I thought I thought he chased him on hole 18 and beat him with a club. Like that's what I gathered. But okay, yeah, I was definitely wrong on that one.
Oh man, we have fun. This is fun.
We do.
This is the Damon Bunting Charity Classic, the 9th annual. If you would like to support in support of Robin Hood Association, check out the show link on our YouTube description. On behalf of myself, we'll be coming to you tomorrow, by the way, from ESC HQ, back in our cozy confines there. I've got to do some MC action here.
Come on.
Going to try and upsell some people. Maybe get into my Scatabo man when I become auction man. Ed and I are going to continue to shoot. Rest assured, we should probably just leave this stream.
Yeah. Let's just keep going.
On behalf of myself, Ed Thompson, and Brendan Eric, back at ESD Global HQ. Have a great night. We'll chat soon.